I'm Carl.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to the community race night this evening. The lobby is ready to be set up and ready to go. Guys in the community chat, are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you call being in a college ready, yeah.
Right, anyway, so the settings this evening, we have a 10-minute quali with a 90-second finishing. Medium or soft only with the required pit stop. Group 3. 2 times tyre wear and fuel, light mechanical damage. You know, we're keeping it real here this evening. BOP is on settings. You get your brake balance settings. Are there any other settings before we carry on that you would like me to tick for you guys?
What about oil changes? How does that work?
We'll go and do an oil change before joining, I'd say.
Alright.
Downforce.
Godam Danish, hello sir, welcome.
What about car washes?
You can wash your car if you'd like. I'm not gonna force a car wash on you. But we are looking at eight laps of Laguna Seca to start us off here this evening.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
It's not the best start, I know. It's not the best start. But that's because you're all moaning about it. Let's see what you can do around it, you know?
Yep, let the driving do the talking, boys.
Let's let the driving do the talking, exactly. Right, the lobby is live, fellas. I've just hit the button, so get yourselves in. Of course, anyone else that is watching, if you're not in the Discord, that's okay. But Discord members tonight do get first dibs on the space.
Alright, then that could take however long.
So, community-wise,
Matt,
have a look.
I think you should do the intro in like on your own, because if we are just talking in the middle of the goddamn intro, then I don't think it's gonna. Bro,
Bad word.
shut up.
I actually didn't hear the bad word. The stream might have.
I'm talking.
Deluxe, welcome, sir.
Interrupting.
GT7 loading slow as always. That's
My
not good.
God.
Bad word.
So T-Decker is a newcomer this evening. In terms of spots for community members, how many more do we need? Jolvo, Panam, Deluxe, Semi, Grappig.
I'm here.
I
Yeah.
am a spectator for today's run.
Jova, which car are we driving?
People are gonna love my livery.
I will stay put.
Yeah, I'd say we've got a fair few
Yeah,
people
no,
that are
it's
just
delivery.
jumping into the lobby.
I
Hello, Deluxe, in the chat.
I'm going for Cadelli.
What?
I'm going for Cadelli.
I'm waiting for you. I want to see your livery.
Yeah, we got a few people that aren't part of the community tonight. Oh, APR Crumpen, the newest member of the community this evening. He joined last night.
Hi.
Hello, Kian. Oh.
Yo,
Kian, Kian, do you need a space?
yes.
Well, there are some spaces currently, so you're all good.
Hold on.
Yeah, we'll just pick that anyway for the sake of it.
Oh.
Just to show what we would be using if we were joining, but we're not going to be racing this evening.
Matt, let's hope your PS5 survives this.
My PS5 will survive this one. It's fine as laying down this time. Right, so we are 12 strong in the lobby so far. 11 strong now as someone has disconnected. There has been a lot of connection problems in the lobbies recently, hasn't there? Kian, there is space now for you, sir.
What is this?
Elias has joined in. I'm pretty sure we've seen Elias before, haven't we, in a few races?
Watch out for T-Decker.
He even may well be in the...
T-Decker?
Yeah, watch out for him.
Is he a bit naughty? So obviously
No, he was just...
Elias
standing
is Mill.
in
Yeah, I thought we'd seen Elias. Hello,
the,
sir.
Apex. He was just standing in the middle of the Apex, so...
Maybe he should.
Come on, load, game, load.
Kind of actually thought of avoiding him, like.
Yeah, I was, but... Dangerous. as
Oh,
well.
Laguna Seca. Ooh.
Yeah, sadly, yeah. Haha.
So I got a 0.5. My lap's already done.
I don't
Who
like
actually
Laguna
keeps...
Seca.
got...
I like Laguna Seca.
Hannah, watch out.
I don't like it because I'm
Seca is
bad
a
at it.
fun
That's the
crap.
only reason why.
Well, let's get better at it this evening then, shall we, fellas? You are welcome for the track. Yeah, it was Casper's call tonight for Laguna Seca. Oh, we have got a full lobby. So, in terms of the active community members, we've got APR,
Yeah,
we've got Deluxe, we have Panam, we have Jolvo, we have Grappig, we have Semi. Mikak, he's a returning member. We have Elias, we have Kian, and obviously then myself, but we have T-Decker, Anas, Tavo E9X, WZ Linio, Yelp,
That was
and
good.
Sicario as newcomers this evening.
Oh!
So let's try and get them into the stream
Watch out for Yulp. He's very laggy.
for Yelp.
Yeah, he's Portuguese.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
That's got nothing to do with the fact that he's laggy.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that, that was a question.
Right, so I'd already tagged Yelp. So yeah, I've tagged T-Decker, Mikax in. So it's just, yeah, so it's just an ass that I haven't already tagged.
And
We'll just
Yulp
leave it, it's
can
fine.
drive.
Right, let's go and have a look then. Let's go and have a look who's doing what. Grappig in the Red Bull Porsche then. Out in front currently is the first one to put in a decent enough time. I mean, it's a 1:23.9, so it's not too bad, although he's just ruined it after the first hairpin, so not too sure what happened there. T300, drop a like and subscribe will be appreciated. That is very true. Anyone who is watching that has not yet already subscribed, if you could do so, that'd be fantastic. We
I'll
gained
subscribe there in a minute.
we gained 16.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we gained 16 last night on the stream. It was fantastic. Oh, Semi a little bit wide there. A little bit wide there.
Fantastic.
But I have a new livery. Maybe.
Oh,
I can
let's just
upgrade.
we'll jump on board with APR Crump in a second in this gorgeous looking M6 with the Apex Predator livery. That is his team. He is lagging a little bit, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll improve as as the lobby unfolds. Both Lenio and Crumpen, but they're falling trapped to the third bend. Yeah, he's just moving out of the way there for Yelp to get a time in. Obviously, don't forget, guys. Don't forget, guys, that we have got qualifying coming up as well. So don't worry too much about your times here. It all comes together in the qualifying.
Oh my god, I almost have 747 kilometers on my Porsche.
No, I like that. I enjoy that.
Anyway, so down further, then we have Yelp in this very bright Porsche livery. I do like that, though. It is quite colourful.
Cool.
Kian then is out in his CCR Porsche, which he has seen a little bit of victory in. He won last night in Brands Hatch. In this said Porsche, he had a 1-2 with his teammate. T-Decker then further down in his Porsche. It's looking like a Porsche Carrera Cup again today, but clearly they're the dominant cars here at Laguna Seca. Elias, in his Man Filter AMG. Nice to see a change up. Lovely livery, my friend.
Beautiful car.
Lenio in the R8, just the bog standard silver, but oh, Lenio pushing someone there. That's not on. We don't do that. Let's keep it clean here tonight, fellas. Remember, of course, there is an SR rating limit for this evening. Has to be B+. Do we have anyone that isn't? Ooh, an visual art design Porsche for Tavo E9X. We've seen the livery before, but always appreciate seeing it. It's a lovely one.
746 kilometers on my Porsche.
Panam out in his BMW M6 in the SMFC design. Right, so Sicario in the Kappa Gold Hurricane. We've seen this a few times as well. Yeah, that's really, really quick.
747 kilometers.
GG.
Yeah, the Hurricane is one of the it's one of the cars to watch at the moment.
Oh my god. What the? I don't know what car to use. I don't know what car to use.
So Semi then out in his Porsche, but he's changed up the livery slightly, looking very, very nice.
Sammy, what happened to mine?
Semi and Elias there having a little bit of a battle in practice, but it's all good. It's quite laggy this evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very laggy.
I have no drop frames. My connection is perfectly fine. Yeah, I think it's just something going on with the connection to the lobby. Anyway, T-Decker on board with now in his Porsche.
Language.
Who swore? I didn't hear anyone. So-
Bomb still.
You what?
The F-bomb still.
Oh, well, we know the rules, guys. Anyone using language in the stream, you will lose your voice permissions. Right, anyway, fellas, are we ready? Should we get qualifying underway?
Me neither.
Yes.
No, wait, let me do this.
No, I still have not chosen to find out which car I want to use.
Finish that lap up, then.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not driving the BMW. Oh my god, this car is bad.
Yeah, it's bad around this track.
Yeah.
What is now? The BM.
BM6.
You know what, Sammy?
Just
If you
too
don't drive it,
much,
I'm gonna
just
drive
too
it.
much camber, which just unsells the car.
Yeah, they added more weight.
Holy shit, that
It's
messed me
only
up
getting
bad.
nerfed. It's only getting nerfed.
Yeah, the Hurricane.
Sammy, if you don't want to drive it, then I'm gonna
Yep,
drive
perfect.
it. Wait for me.
Jovo, I followed you.
Yeah.
Sammy waits for me. Oh, Sicario.
I'm
left.
I
impressed.
turned into Spitty.
Yeah, look what I'm driving. If you don't want to drive it, then I'm gonna.
Oh, Sicario has left. There is. I would say there's a space in the lobby, but that was filled rather quickly. Stock GT Tico. That's a name I've seen before, I'm sure. Ah, he's unable to connect. Okay, there is still a spot in the room then, fellas, if anyone would like it before we get underway with qualifying.
Deca, what are you doing?
I'm driving with one hand right now. He's texting and
Oh, hi,
driving.
Jovo.
No, I'm
Whoa,
eating.
Whoa,
He's hitting and driving. It's still illegal.
Easy.
Oh, nice
Easy.
hit. Whoa.
Wait, is he-
Yo says
Wait,
slice
okay,
bread,
wait.
slice bread up in the
Wait,
chat.
Wait, I'm gonna change my car. Again, 1 second.
Right, hurry up then, because, yeah, even though it's going to be a 14-car lobby, we'll just run it as it is and get underway. I say, we were flying through the tracks last night on the hot laps. Also, guys,
Why am I driving so
oh,
smooth?
there's
What
2
the-
spaces in the lobby now. 2 spaces if anyone wants one.
Jovo. Jovo, what happened?
Nothing, just an incident.
On the race.
A racing incident.
Oh, that was not a good turn. Sammy, don't do fine.
That's a penalty. That's not a penalty. GG.
Yeah, we just said that then. Yeah, you're a funny dude.
Forgot
still,
I'm mad
you're a
as
funny
always.
dude.
Tommy Turbo. Tommy Turbo has joined the room. We are now looking at a full lobby as Migios connects as well. There we are. Let's just invite them, of course, into the stream.
Wait, how does Migos have the fastest lap? He just joined.
I don't know.
Oh, he was on Twitch.
Sammy, that's a bit wide.
Yeah.
There's a car in front of me. I'm on a fast lap. It's a French. He's moved out of my way, thank you. Muchos gracias.
Wow! Why is swerving
He
in
cannot
front
connect.
of me?
Oh, well, just Tommy Turbo then. Okay, so we got 14 in. Who else like or Linear? I think he was a little bit. I think he was a little bit naughty. Anyway, it's fine.
No.
Good job, Sammy.
Yeah, guys, anyone watching who hasn't already, make sure you hit that sub button for us. And if you haven't already, hit the notification bell to be notified of whenever we go live. It's the second racing stream we've done this week, and it'll be a car show then tomorrow. Then that'll be it for the streams this week, and we'll be back next week, but we're going to try and get a video out for you in the meantime. But yes, if you haven't already joined our Discord as well, it's linked down below. Anyone who's in the Discord does get Yelp. Hello, sir. Welcome. Yeah, nice to see you. That's all good. It's just, yeah, we've got a bit of spectator commentary going on here for you. So, yeah, it just gives you something else to listen along to. And obviously, yeah, we'll get some scenic shots of your car for you to watch back afterwards. But, yeah, no, we're just waiting for... So we've got 14 in the lobby.
I don't think I can flag.
Everyone's having a little park up there.
You
We've
do.
got 14 in the lobby, just seeing if anyone else does want to join, but then we'll get underway with the qualifying. Are we all good to go then? Are we happy to just run it as a 14?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. We're about to go into qualifying anyway.
I just really want to see it.
You could break the world record and it wouldn't matter. We're about to qualify.
Yeah, but it's really...
Okay, we'll see it then. Come on, finish it off. Welcome into the stream, though, guys. Those that are watching. To the community night there. Remember, though, pit stops required as well. It's got medium or soft tyre strategy, and we're covering 8 laps. A strategy which I have seen work is literally just mediums and then diving straight in. Yaski, how you doing? If you are jumping on tonight, mate, there are 2 spaces right now around Laguna Seca. It's the first track out, and then obviously we'll let you guys pick afterwards. We could even take it to the random wheel if you fancy it.
Winner chooses.
Could even do winner chooses, yeah. Winner chooses his track, whatever you guys want. It's the community night, and obviously, Kian, I did promise you that we are going to do Group 2 at some point around Fuji.
Yay.
All good, might try and join the next one. Alright, but no worries. And say, well, in that case then, if everyone is happy, should we get underway qualifying?
Yes.
Yeah, if I can join, of course. Yeah, Yaski, there's space for you now. And say you're in the Discord, you're one of the community members, so you get dibs on the space. There is space now. So if you want to join, we'll hang off qualifying until you can just connect, and then we'll start qualifying. But if you're missing this one out, then no worries, we'll get qualifying underway now.
Rat pick.
Just let me know.
4 seconds.
Just waiting for Yaski to confirm whether he's jumping into this one or not, and then if not, we'll get going, guys, okay? Don't worry about it. Now, please go without me for this one. Okay, no worries. Right, let's get qualifying underway then. Best of luck, everyone. I'm going to disappear over to the stream chat then.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, fellas. Best of luck in your qualifying. We'll catch you before the race. There we go. So now it's just me and you streams. So, the qualifying is now underway. Let's get on board with our racing info there. Hello, Crumpin. There we are. So as the cars now take out to track for their first opening lap, let's see what's going to happen. How is this going to unfold here today at Laguna Seca? So we're on board with Kian currently as he's just exiting the pit. If we go further up, there we go, and we're out. So we're on board now with Mikak in his Golf Porsche. The Frenchman, of course, returning from last night. He was very quick last night. He's just up behind Semi now. I mean, may see a little bit of racing here in qualifying. I know that these are very aggressive drivers when it comes to the qualifying. They love their lap times. Kian especially does get held up quite often. We've seen it ourselves and heard it a fair few times, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, anyone that is in the race here watching, guys, if you could just remember someone behind you on a faster lap and just move out to the side if you're not on a push lap. Let's try and keep it nice and even and give everyone a fair bit of time. I mean, we have got a bit of a bunched up group here as they enter down the corkscrew. Here's the qualifying cars as they fly down Tavo E9X now, just being followed by Semi down the corkscrew. T-Decker approaching the corkscrew. This is the first car that we can see in the pack that has got a nice gap surrounding them for their qualifying session. Nicely spaced out there, T-Decker. Tommy Turbo now in the F-Type, just approaching the corkscrew as well. Again, with a nice gap behind him. And then well far back down the field, we have got Deluxe returning again in his GTR, now approaching the corkscrew himself. Great livery from T-Decker, in my opinion. I would say so. I'd say so as well, Yaski, and say I didn't actually say anything about the livery, and I feel like I should have. It's not one that I've seen before, and it's very, very nice indeed. It's very smart. I do like how the colours pop. It'll stand out nicely as the race unfolds. Hopefully we'll see T-Deck again get a nice time so we can push this Porsche further up the grid. But let's see then. So Pan Am now. He is on his first lap. He's out in front of everyone so far. How does he fare in terms of the times? We'll be setting the first benchmark here from Pan Am, so long as we don't see any mistakes. We don't see any penalties, that's for sure. So that's always a good start to the lap. Since say just 10 minutes of qualifying here at Laguna Seca for the field. Pan Am then just on the last bend, keeps it nice and tight. Then just kissing that apex, then running wide to the rumble strips across the penalty line. Of course, not slowing down due to a nice and clean lap. Setting the first benchmark of a 123.8. Yelp follows through, but then Kian goes top with a 122.4 in the Genesis. That's really nicely done, Kian. Pan Am now holding second place with his 123.8. A 130 from Elias, and then Semi coming into third place with a 126.4. Tavo then in the Visual Art 911, pushing himself up into fourth position with a 129.5. Elias then, Tommy Turbo coming up third now in that Jaguar. That was quick. It's a nice clean livery, dark livery there. Sort of similar to yours, Yaski, with the white Porsche. I really like that livery because of how clean and smart it is. And same goes here for Tommy Turbo's F-Type. That was a fast lap to put him into the third position of a 124.4. Semi now 1.9 seconds out on that with his time. He's having a bit of a battle here with Elias. Not too sure what's going on there, but hopefully they can sort that out. Neither one of those looking like a fast lapper now, unfortunately, so they're going to have to try again. Now, Tavo is in a bit of a bubble. He's got Yelp going around the outside of him. Yelp may be on a faster lap, down in 10th. Let's see what he can do. Another really great livery from Yelp. Jolvo just putting in a 132 there. Not an optimal lap from Jolvo. I'm sure he can do something a bit better than that. He has got the time. These lot here fighting away. Yelp now, I think, maybe backing out of his faster lap to allow the car ahead to go E9X. Crumpen now just floor coming round. Let's jump on board with Crumpen here in 9th in the M6. That gorgeous Predator livery on that M6 as well. Yeah, real big fan of that. That's gorgeous. Semi now putting in a 125. But the top three currently stands unchanged with Kian a 122 dead. A 123 dead though there for APR, pushing him up into third position to start from. Brilliant lap from APR. Sorry, from Crumpen. APR is his team. I'll refer to him now as Crumpen. I'll try to anyway, and same as Tavo. Bit of a tussle there with Tavo and Crumpen, sorry. Nearly went to do it again. Oh, Yaski, you having trouble connecting in? 12 watching and 9 likes. That is very suspicious. There may be someone who hasn't liked on their racing, which will let them off, but certainly reminding everyone as we head into the lobby. So then, 0.7 separates Panam in second and Crumpen here down in third. What can Crumpen do with this lap? Is he on anything? Oh no, we've had a big spin. Big spin and a smash into the barrier for Crumpen. That's an unfortunate end to what could have been a nice lap. Dan GT just connected there. How you doing, fella? Nice to see you. Tommy Turbo then will stick on board with him as he comes down the corkscrew. Ooh, very wide there. May have picked up a penalty on that exit. I know it's a very tight track limit there. No, he seems clean. So he keeps it nice and tight. This could be... I don't think the timing was looking too great for a faster lap. But 4th place is not a bad place to start here at all. Semi now coming through with a new fastest lap of a 123.3. He's climbing up the grid and looking for more than 5th. Could be on for him here as well. He is definitely getting better. His times are creeping down every lap. Jolvo then, he's put in a 123.5, beating his previous 132.4 dead. Mikak as well now coming through fast again with a 126. He's getting quicker. Kian though still standing on pole. No one has dethroned Kian this qualifying as of yet. Not too sure anyone's going to either. It's very clear that Kian is a fan of Laguna Seca, or certainly has got the experience, even if he doesn't like it. Panam is the closest man to him so far with a 0.3 out. Just setting a new record of a 132, or was that not Panam? I think that might have been Grappig. Yes, it would have been Grappig, sorry. He's just split Tommy and Semi down there in 5th. So not a bad lap from Grappig at all. So with Kian just coming around this final bend then, unless you guys saw videos you should like. What are you on about, Sliced? There we are. Kian just coming across now to start from his outlap. I think he pitted again. Anyway, see if Kian can do anything spectacular here with the Genesis. It's, well, it might even be a very dominant car here around Laguna Seca. Don't see it used much very often. There was a period in daily racing. Ooh, bit of a wobble from Kian. That has cost him his lap time, unfortunately. I don't think this lap will be the one that beats his previous time of a 122, nearly dead. But it's okay. Of course, that has secured him the first place as of now. Only 2.5 minutes left of qualifying by the looks of things, so we're not going to be seeing much more happening. Panam, though, he could be out on a flyer. D-Lock's putting in a 122, dethroning Crumpen from the 3rd position, taking that for himself in the GTR. Very nice lap from D-Locks. Crumpen then back on board. Not long started his lap here, but anything could be on. Let's see where he stands as he comes across the first sector. He is down on his time a bit there. It could be made back, but potentially not dethroning D-Locks at that 0.4 there. Further down then, so Tommy Turbo in 5th position in that Jaguar F-Type. It's nice to see the Jag being used. Don't see it much in the lobbies at all. Sliced used it the other night, potentially, if I remember right. 2 viewers, what's just happened? We've just lost all of our viewers. Oh no. Anyway, Grappig on board with Grappig then, just 0.008 off Tommy Turbo's time there, splitting 5th and 6th position. Oh, back up to 14, much better. Thought so. So no, it just said that I had 2 viewers. I was like, what's going on? Anyway, so further down then, Semi, 7th position. Jolvo, 8th position in his Porsche. Panam just coming flying past the camera there in that lovely liveried Porsche. It's a definite Porsche dominant lobby. Yelp as well in that very bright looking RSR. That's a really nice livery. Mikak in the Golf RSR. Probably my favourite livery here, if not from T-Decker. As pointed out by Yaski, that is a really, really nice livery. Deluxe now though with a 2... Oh, his times aren't showing. He's on an out lap. I hate when it does that. I wish I could have a look at the times. But Deluxe though, I think it's slightly improving his time. Panam though not being able to move or make much move from Kian's lap there. Jovo just parked up on the side for some reason. Obviously these two are running the matching liveries. Kian though, let's see what this lap has in store for him then. We're not sure where he is time-wise. Obviously, I think he'd lost a little bit there from the start, but he could still pull something out here. A 121, 121.8. He does beat his fastest time. That's a very, very fast benchmark there for Kian MO5, part of CCR Racing in the Genesis. Deluxe then unable to do, or not Deluxe, sorry, Panam then unable to do anything about that and dethrone him, so Panam is staying silver for now. Deluxe, of course, he's on his final push lap as he approaches. Not too sure what corner that is, but it's the one before the corkscrew. So as Deluxe approaches, there we are, takes the nice flat bend up towards the corkscrew now. APR Crumpen. His lap, though, doesn't look like he's going to be doing much. A 123 dead. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not able to dethrone Deluxe and take that 3rd position back. That's a shame. But Yelp does, or takes his position into 4th with a 122.9. A fantastic lap from Yelp there. Now on the cooldown. So Tommy Turbo then on his final lap puts in a 124.4, keeping himself 6th position. Not bad at all. And his Grappig now also coming around that final bend in the Red Bull Porsche. What can he do? Deluxe though in 3rd position. A 122.3, securing that 3rd place potentially. Yeah, Grappig's on a cooldown lap. He's not doing anything with his time, unfortunately. That's okay though. Semi also on a cooldown. Is there anyone else still running on their final lap? No, I think everyone that is running has ran. Phew, that time is quick, I can't lie. Kian, you are spot on, mate. What was that, a 121? A 121, wow. Look at that for the gap. A 0.4 gap down to Panam. Very close between Panam and Deluxe. Very, very close indeed for Deluxe. Nearly dethroning Panam from 2nd place, but Panam just holds on to it as we head into Laguna Seca round 1 for this evening. Yelp then in 4th place, a newcomer for this evening. Fair play, that was a very fast lap from the 911 RSR. Definitely one of the more dominant cars around this track. Deluxe then in the GTR with a beautiful time of 122.3. In 3rd place, I realised I skipped over him a bit there. Crumpen then in the M6 Endurance. Fighting strong with a 123, nearly dead. Especially considering Kian had said that the BMW isn't the best around here. He's done very well with that. Tommy Turbo then in the F-Type, the off-meta F-Type, fair play to him with the 123.2. Grappig then and Semi both in 911 RSRs, putting in 123.2 and a 123.3. It's close between those two as well. As we head further down the grid then, we've got Jolvo, Mikak and T-Decker in their Porsches. Unfortunately, T-Decker unable to get much out from his Porsche. Would have been nice to see that livery further up, but we'll see what the race has in store for us. Elias then in the AMG. I think the AMG isn't the best car for this track. He was only able to put in a 127 there. But don't worry, bud. Well, next track out, hopefully you could, hopefully you can improve and, well, a track that's more suited to you or to your car, especially considering that, yeah, Laguna Seca, it's not a track that everyone tends to like, is it? It's not a very well-liked track across the board. Anyway, so if we're all ready to go then, we'll get the race underway. We'll just pop into General quickly and have a chat with the community guys. There we go. So how was that qualifying session for you guys running?
Terrible.
Pretty good. Man, why are you so broke? Why are you on 60k?
Well, I'm on because I keep doing cars up and not racing. I've spent all my funding. Because I don't race anymore, I'm on controller, I just do it. Insert evil laugh here, says Casper. No problem, the AMG is very bad. Yeah, if the AMG isn't suited to the track, then yeah, it's you've done the best that you can. But don't worry, let's see what else we have in store. If you guys are ready then.
A lot of straight line speed and
Ian, I do not like you.
kind of basically makes this track
Or
hard to
Ian.
do. Like,
Right.
there's a lot
I
of
do
straight
not
line
Are we
like
are we
slower in
ready?
the corners. This is a very cornery track. So you want to go somewhere that's full of
Really?
corners. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, guys, I wouldn't be taking the mick. I'd be taking a few notes down actually from Keane, considering his time. Look, he's 0.4 faster than any of you lot could do. Anyway, I'm going to shoot back over to stream chat, guys. Let's get the race underway. All right, let's head back on over.
We're slow.
You are slow. I can say that now because I'm not racing. Right, anyway, back over to the stream then. Remember, guys, if you haven't already hit the like button on the stream, make sure you do that for us. And if you're new here and you haven't subbed already, make sure to hit that sub button with the notification bell on to be notified of whenever we go live. If you want to join the Discord, though, it's the link down below. You can join and then jump into the general chat with the guys and get chatting during the race. That's up to you. You don't have to, of course, but Discord members do get first dibs on the spots tonight. Anyway, let's get the race underway. 8 laps of Laguna Seca with a mandatory pit. Let's see what happens. Kian, though, again, looking fast in that Genesis. I'm pretty sure Kian used to be S-rated sportsmanship. I wonder what's happened. Anyway, let's jump on in now, guys. Best of luck to everyone that is racing this evening in the first round of the Community Clash. Kian and Panam on the front row. Waiting for the lights. There they are. And away they go. That Genesis first off the line. How does it stand up against that GTR behind it? I know the GTRs are quick off the mark, as you can see by the fact that it's just done the Porsche down into the first bend. Kian, though, in the Genesis. Brilliant launch and an amazing start from him. Just having to defend off D-Locks on the inside. But those two now take it away and through the rest. Now, let's have a look down through the field then. Panam just hugging onto the back of D-Locks. Doesn't want to let go. The rest, though, are all trundling through nicely. There's T-Decker then just ringing the main of the field. A 2.5 second penalty for Mikak. I'm not too sure what's happened first corner. Hello, Zach, in the chat. There we go. So we have had Mikak going off wide there. Ooh, just smashed into T-Decker, unfortunately, on the rejoin. That's unfortunate, but it does happen. Let's jump back on board then with the leader. We've just seen a very slight change on the podium there of Panam taking that second place back off D-Locks just before the corkscrew on the straight. Shame that we missed the move, but I'm glad that we caught the tail end of it. Kian, however, while those two are fighting, has built himself a nice little gap. With the lap time Kian put in, I think it is fair to say Kian's going to be dominant around this circuit. Panam then on board. Everyone seems to be diving into the pits. D-Locks doing that, diving into the pits onto the medium, same as Crumpin. Going for the potentially optimal strategy. A little bit of a wobble here, fighting now for the podium spots for those that haven't pitted. And it's Semi who finds himself up onto the podium behind Panam. Tommy Turbo, though, I think there was a little bit of a fight for it. Tommy may have been holding it initially. He goes for the inside dive. Semi looking to shut the door, but Semi having to also watch that he doesn't push wide. And Jolvo now taking advantage of the fight and jumping in between it. Jolvo splitting Tommy and Semi up, so there's no more fighting between those two for a second. Tommy just running wide, bit of a slip, but he holds it. And he's now got Graphic to worry about. Graphic up the inside of him, pushing Tommy wide down into 6th. That's so unfortunate. There's now been a... Oh, Graphic, though, all the way from the back. 3 positions up from Graphic there. Brilliant racing. We've got Jolvo just defending it. Semi, though, back into 3rd. These lot Yelp, though, now all the way from the back. Oh, there's a lot going on here. That's some racing now. Spot on, Yaski. We are away with it. There we are. Even Elias looking to have a go. Jolvo's fallen all the way back. I'm not too sure what's happened down there with him. Sammy, though, just holding 3rd place for now. But no, Tommy Turbo's now holding 3rd place. This 3rd place is being passed around like a game of pass the parcel here, except the music's always stopped. Always someone new coming through. Yet these 3 tied into a lovely battle. Semi and Yelp look to go too wide around the final bend. Whoa! Yelp pushing Tommy Turbo right off there. What was that about? 4-second penalty for Yelp. I am not surprised at all. That was a big shunt. It has left Elias up into 3rd position. Semi into 2nd as Panam dived into the pits off the mediums. Yeah, that was a big shunt there. That was on camera as well. That was naughty. That was very naughty, Yelp. So then, Semi now up into 2nd place. Kian up into 1st. Obviously, he's looking, I think, if anything, to build himself a pit gap. It's certainly on the cards for him. That Genesis is consistently smooth right now around this track. Semi right behind, or not right behind, sorry, 13 seconds behind with Elias right behind him. However, that 0.5 penalty for Elias is going to come into play and drop him off the back of Semi. Maybe dangle him out further back then to Tavo, who is 3 seconds out with Mikak lurking behind him. Further back, though, we have Jolvo and Tommy Turbo now battling to fight back up the field. Tommy Turbo, of course, unfortunately losing his position to Yelp, who has, though, sacrificed himself with that 4-second penalty. And I think where he has dropped further back down the grids, which I'm glad about at least. So he has made up for the fact that he punted Tommy off on the last bend. It does happen, though, in racing. Things get heated, as we know. I mean, it also happens on accident first bend. It's something I always do. But Mikak now up the inside of Tavo. Tavo shutting the door on him as they head to the final bend. Yeah, Mikak not really in a position to do anything on the final bend, but there is always the straight of the start-finish line. Retired, I felt really bad. No worries, well, you can stay in the lobby, it's all good, you haven't got to leave, but that was a very naughty move. Anyway, these two then fighting up here for 2nd place, as Semi then dove into the pits. Elias behind him doing the same. Ooh, Tavo just holding that line as much as he can. Mikak pushing him slightly wide. Not much racing room there. Mikak tapping Tavo off, and Tavo smacks into the wall. What a shame. Are we going to see a penalty maybe for a bit of contact for Mikak, or was he...
It's been a bit of contact.
Or is he on his own? I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Tommy Turbo fighting down, though. He's back up into 3rd position after that off. Jolvo then further behind fighting with the Porsche there. Tommy Turbo and Mikak, of course, I don't think have pitted. Kian neither has he, but he's got 22 seconds ahead of himself to do so. He may even dive in once he's killed off the softs. I'm not too sure. I'm guessing he started on softs. Back on board then. Let's have a look if there's any battles anywhere going on. Deluxe, who was, of course, the 2nd, 3rd place behind Panam. I'm in. Please do not make a lobby reset for the next race, Matt. No, I won't be. We'll be keeping this lobby for a few. I swear people need more awareness of the people next to them, says Grappig. Something must have happened there further back. We've got Crumpin here in 8th, chasing down Tavo. But Tavo, of course, with that penalty for hitting the wall, unfortunately, during the battle with Mikak. I'm not entirely sure what happened. We're going to have a look back. But Crumpin, though, making that space up. Tavo now having to slow down, and it's going to leave him out to dry for T-Decker, who's 1.8 behind him. And as we know, with the penalty system, it isn't the best here. Once you slow down, you then lose further time due to the momentum. So now we're watching T-Decker in the lovely livery on the 911 RSR, making the move on Tavo. Tavo, though, not giving it up at all. He's defended that Porsche off nicely into this first bend. T-Decker, though, pushing right up the inside. Not looking for a repeat for Tavo, though. Tavo once again pushes himself wide there and allows the position for T-Decker to move forward. Anyway, further back down the field then, we've got Semi now, Tavo going wide. Not too sure what's going on there. Maybe a bit of damage to the tyres. But Semi just piloting this Porsche around the midsection of the track. Tommy Turbo now down in 10th after his pit. Elias also pitted in the AMG, down in 11th, just holding the back of the field with Grappig in his Porsche. Not too sure what's happened to Grappig. But now we're back on board with the leader as he's come across for the 6th lap out of 8 here at Laguna Seca, and he has built himself a near 30-second lead. Kian may indeed be able to pit that Genesis, switch over his tyres and come out whilst maintaining his lead. That's going to be phenomenal if he can do that within the 8 laps. Mikak, though, down in 2nd place with a 5-second, or with a 0.5 penalty that he's just earned, so he'll serve that next lap. That's unfortunate. I'm not too sure if Mikak has pitted either. We'll have to watch as the final lap comes underway. Deluxe then, down in 3rd position. He's back up onto the podium. Of course, he pitted first lap, as did Panam, I believe. So these two are just going to battle it out. So yeah, Mikak will need to pit. If not this lap, it will be the next. Jolvo has just gone into the pits to finish his lap off and change over to the medium tyres, I'm sure. Let's just stay on board with this battle for a second. It seems to be one of the only nice ones on the field right now. Everyone else seems to have their own little gaps. I'm just going to keep an eye on it and on the leaderboards here, see if anything does happen. Nothing much race-wise going on between these two. They're just pacing themselves nicely, I think, to maybe have a bit of a battle coming up, especially on this bit towards the corkscrew. Nice long straight. As long as you've got a decent exit from this corner, it can set you up nicely. Yeah, Pan Am isn't going to make a move on D-Locks into the corkscrew and knock the pair of them out of the race. I think that's a smart move overall. Save the move for a faster section. I mean, D-Locks is very dominant in this GTR. We've seen him be very, very fast in a lot of the lobbies previously. And I also think D-Locks has got a lot of confidence in this last sector. Yeah, he's just pulling that gap to Pan Am, stretching out as much as he can. Pan Am, though, right behind him on the brakes, braking late. Lockdown, welcome to the room. Yeah, it's a beautiful battle between these two now. Pan Am just making the most of that slipstream all the way up to that first bend. Of course, really wide on this first bend, so there's a lot of defensive moves having to be made here from D-Locks, I think. Pan Am not challenging that position too much just yet. Mikax has not pitted yet, so he's going to have to pit on the next lap. These two are just tucked into their own little battle here for third place. Pan Am is gunning for it. D-Locks now looking to take the fastest lap off of Kian. Fantastic first sector for both Pan Am and D-Locks. I'm sure both of these are on faster times. Mikak now also in second place. Mikak, of course, hasn't pitted. Kian's just dived into the pits on or from first. Mikak's going to have to pit here, allowing second place to go to D-Locks and third then to Pan Am. It's just then going to be a battle between those two to see who gets the silverware. I think both of them have guaranteed themselves a podium spot here. Both race fantastically well, and obviously they have got then a 3.6 second gap down to Crumpen, who's now about to take fourth position in the M6. And fair play to him, he's also on a fast cut lap, he's on a 1-2-2. This looks nice for Crumpen, we'll stay on board with him and see how it folds out. These lot just transferring over Mikak and... Oh, Mikak hasn't pitted, oh dear. That may be...
made the third list.
Yep, Pan Am is now in third, D-Locks up into second. That move was made, Mikak obviously not pitting, and it's the final lap, unless he had pitted at the beginning, in which case he has just been outpaced. Yeah, there's a bit of a tussle here going on between D-Locks and Pan Am. I think it's all systems go from the garage, the radio messages across to D-Locks and Pan Am. They're both fighting for it now. 0.2 gap between them. Oh, Mikak joining the battle again. Neither one wants to give in, and now it's also Crumpin creeping behind as well. It's a fantastic final lap battle for the podium spots. Pan Am currently sat down in third position. Is he happy with it? No, he's looking at the inside of D-Locks. D-Locks running a little bit wide there with the GTR, but just holding on to it. Heading towards that fast left-hander before the corkscrew. Yeah, look at that, both of them flying. They've pulled a second gap now to Mikak, who is also at within the range of Crumpin. Crumpin now 0.5 behind.
Crumpin might go for the overpass.
There's some beautiful racing going on between these two. And then further back between Mikak and Crumpin. 14-second gap then further back the field to Semi and Tommy Turbo. Yelps like this is his fourth time in Pan Am dive last corner. Nothing has happened as we come across. Congratulations, Kian, on the first place. Second place to D-Locks and third for Pan Am. Mikak then in fourth with APR Crumpin just behind. But, yeah, Mikak hadn't pitted, so it pushes Mikak a second behind. This could leave fifth position open for Semi as he comes around the final corner. Well done, mate. As he thunders towards the line. Tommy Turbo then in suit in that Jag F-Type. Yep, Semi outranks Mikak, as does Tommy Turbo up into sixth. Well done, fellas. Jolvo now. Can Jolvo outpace Mikak? I think he's still within the minute. It's looking good for him. Jolvo up into seventh position then maybe. Yep, up into seventh backwards as usual. Elias then from the back of the grid. He has climbed a few places. He's up into ninth. Does he also beat that 1 minute mark? Yes, he does, pushing Mikak down into ninth position. Graphic then in 10th. I think he's going to be the one out. I think this is out of the minute penalty now. No, it isn't. Mikak, what a shame. He was 4th down to 10th. Tavo now coming round a minute 10 off the pace. I have to go, but I'll keep watching the stream. No worries, Elias. Nice to have had you in. Tavo just behind Mikak now. followed then by T Decker in that lovely livery Porsche. It's a shame that his race didn't go to plan here, but it's all good. We'll see what the next one brings for us. Final car then as he crosses the line. There we have it, fellas. Lovely racing from all of you. Some great battles going on there throughout the whole race.
Supreme battles.
Is it only Porsche? No, it's not a Porsche Cup only. It's just what a lot of people decided to run there. Anyway, let's have a look at your leaderboard and your podium as it stands. So, Kian up on top in the Genesis with a best time of 1:22.3. The fastest lap, though, of course, going to Crumpen in the M6 GT3 Endurance with a 1:22.1 for race pace. That is flying. Deluxe in second place in the GTR, then Pan Am in the 911 RSR holding third position. Fourth, of course, as previously mentioned, it was Crumpen in the M6 Endurance. Semi then in fifth in his 911 RSR. Tommy Turbo with the F-Type, bringing it home for sixth position. Nicely done. Jovel then in seventh place in the 911 RSR as well. Fantastic stuff. Grappig, 911 RSR for eighth. Further down then we have Mikak in ninth due to that penalty, the minute penalty of not pitting. Tavo unfortunately fall into the same, as did T Decker. Yelp then retired from the race due to the penalty, and Elias has had to disconnect. But yes, lovely day of racing so far at Laguna Seca. Kian as the winner. Where are we off to next? Mikak, you got a penalty for not pitting. The event settings, if you are to look, the event settings do say here, medium or soft required. So you have to change from mediums to softs or from soft to mediums. Now we're going to run one more race in this lobby because obviously, as Yaski said, he's able to connect to this one. Then we are going to go to a... Oh, is Yaski able to connect? Yeah, there's Yaski. So then we are going to go across to a to another lobby, give it a refresh. E46N3, newcomer there. Hello, sir. Welcome in. Lockdown, of course, welcome back. Yeah, if anyone is watching and they haven't already and you would like to change this number above my head, I keep pointing the wrong way. If you would like to change this, then feel free to hit that sub button. E46 BMW has just left, as has Tommy Turbo. So there are now 2 spaces in the lobby. Liam, try searching again, and Ryan, you can search as well. Just going to head on over to the general Discord. There we are, and let the carnage unfold as we enter here. Hello, remember, no swearing as I'm now in here. Kian, as the winner of last race, and congratulations by the way, where would you like to race next? Where would you like to go next, Kian?
What is
Never mind then.
Nürburgring.
I think Kian's FK.
I'm back.
Kian, where do you want to race? I've got terrible hiccups. Guys, shush. Guys, shush.
Scroll down. Let me see some other tracks.
I got not one.
Spa.
No.
It's all up to Kian. Everyone can moan and complain all they like, but it's all down to Kian.
Mount Panorama.
Oh yeah.
Mount Panorama, it is 8 laps. Would you like 8 laps around Panorama? Obviously, again,
Yes,
pit stop is
sir.
required with a 10-minute
8 laps,
qualifier.
Mount Panorama.
Let's go.
Very good decision.
There we are. So we all jumped on the plane from Laguna Seca. Off we took over to Australia for Mount Panorama, the next race in the Community Clash Night. Yeah, Tommy has left, but don't worry, although you're not banned from the lobbies or anything. Yeah, just try to race a bit cleaner than what you had. There we are. There's 2 spots in the lobby, though, for anyone who would like them. So we haven't gained any more subs this stream yet, though, which is a shame. It would have been nice to have gained some more subs. And so was it 16 we gained yesterday?
See, the problem is now, Matt, there's so many people, we're finding more regulars than absolutely.
No, I know. But this is what we do the community nights for. We do the community nights for, so that it is just nights for the community. I mean, realistically, as the channel grows and as the...
Yesterday should continue in today. Like, this is good.
Oh no, Joe.
Ryan,
no.
that was a wall.
I hope I
Delivery's
don't
not-
too
I
much
know
of
that's a
that,
wall.
Really? You know
I mean,
what
we can run it as a 13-car race. That's no problem. It's just if you guys are happy with that.
Ryan, that was another one, by the way.
Delivery's not loading for myself.
Oh, Lino. Lino's back. Welcome.
That was the wall for me.
See, mate, that was a wall.
Orion, you are scraping the barrel of the SR rating there. It's B.
Oh,
You are just under.
wood table. Oh my wood tabling.
It doesn't have to be B+, does it?
Well, it'd be nice to be B+. Luckily, Orion, we know who Orion is. It's all good.
Whoa, Semi, you're not good.
Yes, I am in the middle of trying
I'll say,
to-
Kian, I swear you were SR rated S. What happened?
So I played a couple dailies, and I just got taken out every single time because I was in the lead, and obviously people weren't happy I was in the lead, and I got up to the back, so I just rage quit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I just dropped, and I just haven't done any dailies since. So.
Fair enough. Right, anyway, yeah, are we happy then to run it as a 13 lobby?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's qualifying, so we can just jump straight in if everyone's happy to.
Yeah.
Yep, should we go?
Let's go.
Yes.
Sweet, let's go then. Let's jump straight in.
I will-
Right, best of luck for the qualifying, fellas. I'll shoot on over to the stream chat.
I'm happy.
Also, T3, because I did notice that you were just jumping in and giving a bit of commentary there, would you like me to do this?
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh,
Now we're
yeah.
talking.
We got a bit of T3 vision here. Anyway, so onwards with the qualifying. Let's turn the race info off and my camera, or race info on and my camera off. Let's get underway then. So Orion in the Porsche, eager to get started. First out then, let's have a look at it. Yeah, lovely livery from Orion. Normally it's a grey Liberty Walk one, so it's nice to see that he's changed from his usual. Of course, the entire grid here is on an outlap, so we're not going to see too much action just yet. We've got about 2 minutes before the action begins. I absolutely hate Mount Panoramas, so I'm a little glad I had to go. Well, there we go. It could have been worse for you, but I'm sure we'll see you again, Elias. Grappig, though, misses the corner. I'm guessing he turned, but the car didn't. Straight into the wall. Brilliant start for Grappig there. Orion, though, taking it nicely up the mountain. Bit of a slide, but he holds it. Fair play. Nicely done. Semi, same Panam. Lino, Yaski, Tavo, Kian, all flying up the mountain as well. Crumpen now joining him, giving himself a little bit of a gap. First car with a bit of a gap for the qualifying session. Smartly done by Crumpen. Lockdown then in a Marlboro livery. Hurricane, gorgeous livery. There's Yelp then, back to try again around Mount Panorama. Yeah, not doing too much here on the outlap, just coaxing it round, getting a feel for the track. Grappig, not liking this track, I don't think, by the looks of it. He's having a bit of a mare.
Yeah,
Jovo
I
then in
think
the
he
AMG.
went into this with his comment of, I don't think he likes it.
Yeah, I don't think. I'd say it's a bit Marmite. It's a bit Marmite, Mount Panorama. You either love it or you hate it. I am a fan, I just can't race around it. That's my problem.
It's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to have a little drive, but racing it, it's
Yeah.
a different story.
I completely agree. I just like the Discord. I have a fully blank profile and a name that's... Oh, mate, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Anyway, the Deluxe or GTR, this is another GTR with a different livery. So
Yeah.
you've clearly got a few of them.
Looks like Deluxe does love his GTRs.
He does. Right, anyway, so Orion has just come across the line, as does Semi, to start their flying laps. Also, Kian then following suit in the Genesis. I think after the victory, he's looking to keep it. Maybe he's gelled with it. Lino
I
and
think so
Crumpen
too,
both coming
yeah.
across the line.
He needs a podium position. Let's see if he can make it.
Well, Kian won the first race out here today. Can he convert and have a second podium of the day? A back-to-back win for Kian. It'd be great, I'm sure. But Crumpen here, this is the previous race's fastest lap holder. He was very, very, very quick around Laguna Seca. Troyer, return of. Hello, sir. Welcome. Remember, guys, if you're watching, you haven't already, hit like on the stream for us. Thank you very much, guys.
Drop a like, hit and subscribe. notifications.
Oh, Orion up front then isn't going to be keeping himself out front with a 1.5 penalty to add onto his time. That's not going to be it's not going to be a fast one at all, unfortunately. Semi, though, looking clear as he heads down the mountain now. Oh, and into the wall for Semi. It's an unfortunate end to the lap. That's cooked his time. Kian then, little bit of a wobble, but he keeps it clean with no penalties. Right then, round towards the penalty line where Semi's going to be serving this penalty and, of course, letting Kian past in that Genesis. Can Kian's time be the benchmark that we set roughly here? Anything to sort of 204? I'd say around about that level. That's pretty quick here, I'd say. So what can Kian do then? Let's find out. Last couple of bends then. Nice and steady. This can catch some people out as it has done Orion there. As Orion feeds wide. It's a shame for Orion, but he rejoins just behind in front of Semi. Nearly an incident with Semi there as well, I believe. Anyway, Kian round the final corner. Here we go. A 2 minutes 2. 2 minutes 2.7. That is a flying lap to start out for the benchmarks. APR Crumpen, though, able to get close to that with a 2 minutes 2.9. Fantastic time from Crumpen. Panam finding himself a podium starting position yet again with a 2 minutes 3.6. And then Yaski just behind the podium spots on the second row of the grid, coming in at a 2:04.4. Lovely livery from Yaski, though. What do you say, T3?
I'd say that is the most beautifulest car I've seen in my life.
There we go.
What
Was that worth the silent build-up? I don't know.
It wasn't worth the silent build-up, but I was concentrating on something else.
Right, we'll tell you what then. For the stream, let's have a look from the top of the grid down. Let's have a look at everyone's liveries and cars. So, Jova putting in a 2:05 there, pushing himself up into 5th. Nicely done. But here's Kian in the Valvavine. I think I cocked that right up there, eh? Valvavine.
Yeah.
Valva. Yeah, the oil company. Oh, kissing the wall, but getting away with it there, Kian. But yes, anyway, so in the Valvavine Hyundai, very nice. Aftermath Roblox, I remember Nissi, of course I do, buddy. Welcome back. That's a lovely livery. Crumpen then, 1.5 penalty, so not going to be improving from second place this lap out. But that Predator Racing M6 is gorgeous. I do like that livery.
You never know, he could be hunting down Kian today in this race.
He could well be, and say only 1 or 0.1 off Kian's time. Makes a difference from the last lap out where we had a 0.4 difference, I believe, at the end of qualifying.
Yeah.
Anyway, next livery down, though, we have Panam in the SMFC M6. M6 is making a return for this race. It is a very good car around this track. Obviously, it's my personal favourite car around all tracks, but I know it can be strong around here. Just flashing Orion out the way, who isn't on a cook lap. Yeah, nice livery, that one. Yaski then, again, as we were saying, the very clean Porsche. It's not too much, not too little. It's really, really nicely set up.
Yeah. Not too fancy.
Yep, Deluxe then in that pinkish design GTR that we saw earlier. Really, really nice car. 5th position for Deluxe with a 2:05.1. Nicely done, mate. Jovo then in his brightly coloured AMG. Now, I like this livery. I like a livery that adds a little bit of colour and pops out on the grid.
It does it. You know what? If 6ix9ine's watching, hit Jovo up. He'll do your livery.
So further down then we've got Yelp returning in the Porsche 911 in that really bold, bright livery. I do like it. Again, it's colours and it stands out, but it also looks really nice and ties in with each other. It doesn't look silly. Jovo, though, just putting in a 2:04, which puts him up into 4th place, dethroning Yaski from behind the grid off that second row. Yaski, though, in the pits, looking to seeing if he can get something else sorted. Maybe bringing out another car. I don't know. We'll see. Deluxe, though, down in 6th position with that 2:04.
Maybe.
Lockdown, then, has got a Marlboro Hurricane. Of course, we saw Lockdown last night bringing out all the Marlboro liveries. Loves a Marlboro livery, Lockdown, but I do too. Always appreciate seeing one.
Yeah.
We've got
Could
Yo.
only sponsor us it.
Yeah, then we've got Orion, obviously, in the Hoonigan Porsche. That's a very nice livery. Don't see many of the Hoonigan liveries. Semi then further back as well in his blue design Porsche. And then Tavo in the Art Car 911. We'll wait for him just to come out the pits as we have a look at Lino's Michelin blue and yellow Lamborghini Huracan. Now, I'm a very big fan of this. I like this livery. That's very nice. It stands out massively. Lino, of course, joining the car show and really upping the level when it comes to the cars that we're seeing. Really, really nice, clean cars from Lino in his garage. Nice to see that it translates over to his Group 3 cars as well. So anyway, Tavo then in that 911 Art Car, the last car that we haven't reviewed and had a look at today. Well, we have on the last race, but not around Mount Panorama then. So as he pilots this Porsche up the mountain, we get a nice look at this visual art livery that he's got on the 911 RSR. Thoughts, T3?
It's even more beautiful than Yasuke's.
Oh, I don't know. It's a different style completely, so it is hard to see.
Yeah.
Just while we have been looking at the liveries, though, there has been a little bit going on in terms of the times. So we've got APR now putting in a 2:02.876. That's 0.096 off of Kian's time. I think these two are definitely going to be seeing each other on the mountain roads. Little bit of passing going on, looking for that podium position. Kian obviously looking to defend and have two. He's just pushed Orion a little bit wide, I think, there. That was looking a little bit... I'm not too sure on it. Anyway, either that or Orion's not on a hit. He's not on a hot lap, so he's backed off. Either way, they seem to be okay about it. We haven't had any messages saying otherwise. So then Crumpin, as he comes down the mountain, he's not faster currently, but that could change as he enters through this section. He is looking rather fast. There is the final lap warning, though. We have surpassed our 10 minutes, so whatever lap you're doing now is going to be the last. Where is Crumpin in terms of the time, then? On this lap, oh, he is faster. He is purple. Let's stay on board with him, then. Can he dethrone Kian past the final lap? Oh, last couple of corners. Keeps it nice and tidy. Up off the rumble strips. It is looking very good for Crumpin to dethrone Kian here. Can he beat that 2:02.78? Oh, very, very wide. He's got Orion with him. It's a 2:02.747 by 0.033. Crumpin dethrones Kian, pushing him down into the silver starting position. Not the ideal start Kian was looking for to be able to keep that back-to-back victory tonight. Interesting stuff. So Pan Am has just come across as well. Liam. Racing is nothing for me, man, says Lino. No, I'd say, but the cars, they're looking good, though, I will say. Couldn't get a good lap, says Kian. Well, hopefully that'll change when it comes to the race, but very, very well done, Crumpin. Don't think there's many more people out running. Semi just putting in a 2:04.8, holding that 8th position there. Not bad. And that would be the end of qualifying. So let's jump on and have a look at the results. So Crumpin then putting in that scorcher of a lap last second. Down on his time at the first section, but making it back up in the final two. Kian then in the Genesis on second place, just 0.033 out from the time. Very close between these two. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a fair bit of racing in the upcoming round then. Pan Am on third place. Pan Am on third place with a 2:02.9, very close to those times as well, or just 0.2 out. And then Jovo in the AMG GT3, as previously said by T3. 6'9", if you're watching, hit him up for a livery. 2:04.1 then for Jovo, putting in 1.4 seconds out of the top three. I think we're definitely going to see Liam's PlayStation's just set off. No way. Oh, you're going to have to join back onto the next one, bud. I don't think you're going to be able to join back in now. Anyway, so Jovo then in the AMG GT3 in fourth. Followed then by Lockdown in the Huracan GT3 Marlboro livery with a 2:04.3. Could be close between those two in the next round. Yaski then in the 911 RSR, the clean white livery with a 2:04.4. Also off the back of Lockdown, so hopefully going to see a fair bit of racing from those two. Deluxe in that GTR then, couldn't really convert the lap time over, couldn't push it further past the 2:04.7 this evening. But 7th on the grid for Deluxe. May convert into something though, he's always got the strategy right when it comes to the pit stops. Semi then finishing off the top half of the grid with a 911 RSR time of 2:04.87. Further down then we have Orion, Yelp and Grappig and Tavo, sorry, all in 911 RSRs. I think it's fair to say, looking at both here, that the 911 RSR isn't the most competitive car around Mount Panorama. However, how does it stack up against race pace? We shall have to find out. Of course, Lino disconnecting there. But yes, 205.4 for Orion, a 205.5 for Yelp, 207.4 for Grappig, and then a 214.6 for Tavo, unfortunately. Anyway, if all races are ready then, are 12 cars going to be hitting the grid? Yes, they are. Let's get underway. Let's see what's going to happen into that first bend. Of course, Kian's going to be on the outside, I believe, as we head into this race here at Mount Panorama. Crumpen is going to have that inside line, but we know the M6 isn't the best off the line. So how is this going to fare against the Genesis? Let's see then. There's Pan Am and Jolvo both flashing their lights, raring to go on the second row behind. 2, 1, and away we go. Kian instantly up into first off the launch. APR, though, has got that inside line. I think he's going to hug that break in. Kian just trying to shut the door on him, and Kian forces himself out in front, using all the track there on the exit. Nicely done there. APR Crumpen has been pushed down into second place. As far as I'm aware here, the whole grid has made it round the first bend, which is fantastic stuff. Let's join Tavo here at the back as we head up through this top section. Kian then, the first one to start the mountain trial. Nice and tight onto that inside line, blocking Crumpen from getting past. 0.4 gap already to Crumpen. Can Kian hold out the consistency in the Genesis? It is looking like a strong car. By the looks of it, though, Crumpen and Kian are starting to pull away from it. There has been a bit of a slide there behind. We are hearing some incident. Yelp. Yeah, Yelp is out at the back there. Deluxe, though, unfortunately, is the one that has caught the shortest straw and ends up in last place. Yelp, of course, didn't have the best of runs there either. Landed himself behind Tavo there, the back runner at the start of the race. Kian then. Kian up in first place with Crumpen right behind him as we're coming down the mountain for the first time out of 8 times here this evening. Kian just... Yeah, and say Kian is just making that Genesis so wide. Crumpen can't get that M6 past. Of course, that M6, one of the wider cars here running today. Pan Am just further back in his M6, not looking too dangerous for Crumpen and getting involved. But as the fight unfolds between these two, are we going to see the time decrease for Pan Am to have a shot at first place? Let's find out. So Crumpen and Kian now coming through the fast section with the fast right-hander. Before the last couple of corners, Crumpen up the inside. They're now neck and neck. They're going too wide. Kian temporarily loses his lead, but gains it back by late braking. Ooh, again, making that Genesis so wide. So what's going to happen now as we come into this last final left-right-hander? Or left-right-hander, Christ. Left-hander. Ooh, Kian a bit sloppy there. Ooh, a little bit of a slide. Just keeping himself nice and stum. No Pan Am, lockdown, Yaski, all into the pits. Fantastic racing with these two. Kian really having to work to keep Crumpen behind him. Bit of a slide from Kian. That puts Crumpen in a bit of an advantage position. Now he's got a very long run towards this mountain section starting out. Flashing Kian there, just making sure he's aware he's in those mirrors. Kian, though, not giving in at all, is he? He is pushing hard there in that Hyundai. Keeping that inside line nice and early. Smart move from Kian. Very defensive racing indeed. Crumpen, though, not giving an inch, is he? He is not letting his foot off his neck. We can now see Jolvo, though, up into third place as the first that hasn't pitted. Obviously, apart from these two are battling it out at the front. So let's leave those two fight a minute. I don't think too much is happening right now. I mean, I do sort of want to stay involved just in case we do see a lead change.
I think there will be, unfortunately.
I think so. I mean, we've seen Tavo actually working himself from the back up to 7th position now, which is rather great. I'm guessing he hasn't pitted yet, but it's looking good for him. Yelp as well in 6th position from the back of grid with Deluxe. It's a best lap for both of these, obviously, in the second lap out. The next lap is going to be the one that counts. These two are, though, battling the entire way. Kian, though, picking up a 1-second penalty. That is terrible news for Kian and his lead. Crumpen is definitely going to be taking the lead now, especially as we're approaching the penalty line and that very long straight where all the momentum from the mountain is going to matter. It's all gone to pot for Kian there. That's a terrible mistake. I'm not too sure what happened there entirely. But we now see Crumpen soar off ahead into the lead.
Kian can retain back his throne, like, he's not going to see it again.
I don't think so at all. There's already a 2-second gap between the first and second positions here. I mean, what's Crumpin's pit strategy? We could even see an undercut from Kian here. It depends what he started on. If he started on the softs, he's going to be going long haul. We're not seeing him dive into the pits there, so neither has Crumpin. It would be handy to find out what these two are running, if I'm honest, but we don't have that information available to us right this second. So then, these laps coming through. Grappig has also now dived into the pits off the mediums, switching over to the softs. Orion now in third position in the Hoonigan Porsche. Jolvo just behind him, though, in that AMG. Yelp then further behind him, fifth. Grappig, of course, in the pits. Lockdown and Yaski both coming down that final corner to start the third lap here at Mount Panorama. That is a gorgeous livery, that one is, from Lockdown. There we go. Now we have Semi. Oh, Deluxe has spun again. Yellow flag on the final corner. What a shame. That GTR just having a mare of a race so far here at, in Australia.
Tavo spun as well. Tavo spun with him.
Tavo has spun, but Tavo's entered the pits as well to just get his stint started on the softs. Yeah, Crumpin here now. Ooh, Kian has just disconnected. I'm not too sure what's happened there. That's a shame. That happened to him, actually, last week. We were watching him just about to come across the line in Roadway Atlanta, and he disconnected. Crumpin, though, looking to best that time by Orion. Flying down the mountain so far in this M6. Gorgeous running from him. 5 seconds ahead in the lead so far as we're lap 3. Orion then in second place in that Hoonigan Porsche now, thanks to Kian disconnecting. It's a shame that that's happened to him. Jolvo just having a little bit of a wobble in that AMG, but keeping it steady. Retired got 1 second for no reason, then Dirty Tyres sent me into the wall. Ah, it's a shame, bud. You should have carried on, though. You were doing well. You were doing fast. You know, it's a finishing position's better than nothing. But anyway, Yelp coming down the mountain then in fourth as he passes the penalty line. Just looking up at Jolvo. Potentially a move could be coming if the pace is there for him. I think he has got a bit of pace on Jolvo. He's definitely had a much better exit off the mountain. Lockdown then further behind. He is 17 seconds behind with Yaski starting to breathe down his neck in that Manthi white Porsche. Could anything happen here?
It does look like Kian did not lag out. Kian had an incident and he has backed out from the race.
Yeah, it's all good. I'd say it's all good. We spoke to Kian from the chat. He said, yeah, he's retired. I did say, though, and say he shouldn't have. He should have kept in the race, but it's not my decision to make that.
Yeah,
so, anyway, as we come around this, Yelp having a little bit of a... Or not Yelp, sorry. Lockdown having a little bit of a slide. Yaski, again, just dangling away in the distance. Nothing too scary for Lockdown yet, but as we come round the mountain, potentially, Yaski could find himself a bit of time. I mean, we're 0.3 off him now. Late on the braking for Yaski, looking at the inside. No room for it there. He goes wide, though, and puts them too wide into the mountain section. Can that Porsche outgas that Lamborghini? Yes, he does. Yaski just tucks himself in front of Lockdown. Lockdown, unfortunately, losing the position there. Nothing he could do about that. Yaski, though, looking to put himself purple off a 2.2. Fantastic start to the lap for Yaski. Lockdown is not letting that position go easily at all. You're right there. He's looking to take that position back. He goes around to the outside. It's a tussle for 5th place. It's very wide. Lockdown, though, pushing ahead. Oh, neither driver giving in here. Giving it there all. Lockdown on the inside as we head round here. Yaski, though, hugging up against the wall. Oh, Yaski holding 5th. I thought there was a bit of contact with the wall there, but it hasn't given him a penalty and he hasn't lost any pace. So that's always good news, I guess, as we head down to the top of the mountain now. Semi has joined the battle as well behind. Let's jump on board now quickly with Semi at the back of this battle. Yeah, let's jump on board with Semi Cam here as we head down, watching these two fight it out in front of him. All taking some interesting lines here, actually, as we're coming down. Lockdown and Yaski battling it out, both now too wide, heading down this straight. This is going to be an interesting run. Semi could even take 2 positions here if this fight up ahead gets a bit too heated for both of them. A little DRS train forms, though, and Semi at the tail of it. He tucks out to the right. He makes his position known, almost locking Yaski in place, but Yaski does it as well. Lockdown now looking to lose 2 positions here at a slingshot. Yeah, Semi backing off the brakes there. This is all good. And there it is. There's the twin move made for Semi, as I previously predicted. Fair play. Yaski and Lockdown now having a bit of a battle. Yaski, I think, yeah, lost the short straw there in terms of the fifth position. Deluxe got punted, which is what caused that spin out. Sorry, I've just caught up with the track. So on board now again with Lockdown as he chases down Semi for 5th position. Fantastic racing from these fellas. So further down the pack then, who else have we got? APR obviously out in front. APR Crumpen with 8.3 second gap. Orion in second place looking comfortable with a 3.2 gap behind him to Jolvo. And then, of course, Jolvo topping out the podium spots very comfortably with a 20-second gap down to 4th. Yelp, though, has picked up a second penalty somewhere along the line. Not too sure where or why. Semi with a 1.5, so that's even worse for himself there. Lockdown, though, just forcing his way past in that Lamborghini, but Yaski doing the same and taking the both of them on. Yaski now back up into 5th. That came out of nowhere. Definitely the battle to keep involved with here. Semi just behind with that 1.5. Panam now involved with these lot. Lockdown further behind from Panam. What can Panam do here? Of course, Panam was sat in 3rd or 4th at the start of the race, so he's looking to increase. He was one of the first to dive into the pits, though. That 1.5 penalty for Semi is going to cost him the place to Panam, so I don't think we're going to be seeing much of a move from Panam. It's going to be pretty boring, but a place nonetheless. He's flying up in that M6. It's definitely one of the quicker cars here. Oh no, and Semi's had a massive crash out. What a shame. Semi now well behind there, putting himself down below Lockdown and Deluxe. It's now Yaski with a 1.5 second gap on top of Panam. Yaski, of course, no penalties here. Yelp was the one with the penalty, but he's a bit far ahead from Yaski to be in any danger. Yaski, the only danger that he has got behind him is Panam, 1.5 seconds out. Although here we have it, Yelp has clearly had a bit of a mistake as he's now been caught up by Yaski. It's these positions here which look to be the problem. I'm not too sure what happened here. There's been an issue, but Jolvo has put himself up into 2nd place from 3rd. There's been a position swap, but now 7 seconds behind to Orion. Potentially a pit stop there. But 0.5 penalty for Orion, a 1.5 for Jolvo. Not looking good. Leader, of course, 15 seconds out in front with no penalties on board. Consistently lapping up 2:02 now. I think it's fair to say we have got our leader in sights here. Anyway, so further down then, there's a 3-second penalty for Tavo. That's a shame, mate. Grapig then in 9th position. Well, he's in a pretty big gap there between anyone competitive. So I think the 9th position is sure for Grapig there. And less of a penalty, of course. Deluxe now and Lockdown having a bit of a battle in the Hurricane and GTR. Ooh, Deluxe very, very, very wide on those rumble strips. Nearly snapping and losing the back end of that GTR. But instead, he manages to put a place in front of the Hurricane. These guys can drive, then you have me mid-only with clean cars. Hey, it doesn't matter. It's all about what you enjoy Gran Turismo for. You buy the game, you can play it however you like. And these fellas, they clearly love playing it for the racing. Lockdown then, not letting Deluxe take 7th so easily. Still breathing down his neck. A 3.9 second gap up to the next position for Deluxe, though, after that move being made there on Lockdown. Up ahead, though, we've got Panam just 0.6 out from Yaski there in 5th position. Yaski looking to lose the 6th position to Panam here. Or 5th position, sorry, to Panam here. And then 4th just up ahead in sight for Panam as well. So that's looking good. Of course, we've got some pit stops coming up as well. Not everyone has pitted. So we're going to watch the top 8 here and see if anything changes. They may even leave it to last lap. But we'll find out soon. Panam then, not doing anything major on Yaski. Yaski just putting a little bit of defensive weaving in, I think, for Panam. Not allowing him to get that slipstream so easily. Another spin for Grapig. Not looking a fan here of Mount Panorama. Grapig isn't. So then 0.4 as these two head down to the last corner. What's going to happen here? Yaski holds his line nicely. Does give the inside room for Panam if he were to take it. But no, Panam chooses to stay behind. Again, only 0.4 out. These two may also be backing off each other to just gain up that gap ahead of 2 seconds to Yelp. Let's see if that time reduces down any here. Yelp, of course, is just lapping as nicely as he can here up in 4th. Very nice race for himself so far. He's looking to go personal best of a 2:04. Nice and steadily now through this zone. He hasn't got Yaski behind him just yet. Of course, Yaski is still looking to defend off Panam. Not too sure what their strats are separately. Panam, of course, pitting first. So if Yaski hasn't pitted, that position is his, same as Yelp's. I'm not too sure if anyone else further up the field has pitted either. I know Crumpen hasn't, but he has got the gap to do so. Further back then, Deluxe. Deluxe has managed to ditch his previous battlemate of Lockdown. However, Lockdown may have dived into the pits. We're not too sure. Should have kept a bit of an eye on that. Oh, we have actually lost connection to Lockdown. There's only 9 cars running. That's okay then, that's fine. Yep, as T3 said, if you're not already subscribed, guys, make sure to hit that sub button with the notifications bell on. And like the stream for us, guys. Thank you very much. Muchos appreciation. So Yelp pick up a 3-second penalty, allowing 4th to go to Yaski and Panam also to fight for it from 5th. 2 positions lost there from Yelp. That's a shame. Crumpen has now just dived into the pits as he comes across towards the final lap. Yelp has got to go to dinner. Oh, that's a shame. So we've lost Yelp. It's now an 8-car race. Jovo up in 2nd place as he dives into the pits. Orion following suit as well just to get that pit stop done and over to the mediums. A little bit late on the exit there, grabbing the grass, but it's okay. So it's now down to Yaski and Panam. Can Orion and Jovo pit quick enough for Yaski and Panam to stay behind them? Or are we seeing a podium change here from these two? Not too sure if Yaski has pitted. I'm sure Yaski has pitted. He must have. There's no way Yaski would go this long without racing. Nice racing. Good ambience. Good night. No worries, yo. Well, make sure you sub, though, and keep involved. Nice to have seen you, though, bud. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you again. So, Orion and Jovo do just make it out of the pits in front of Yaski and Panam. However, Orion there somehow picking up a 1-second penalty. That may dangle him out in front of Yaski, but of course Yaski having to defend off Panam for now. Yaski looking to go purple so far. 202.1 is the target. He's on to beat it so far. He is very fast around that first section, it is fair to say to him. Take it easy, Yelp. Enjoy the rest of your day and night. T3. Yeah, no worries. I had the same... Oh, I had a nice save, so the track has slightly redeemed itself, says Graphic. Well, that's good to know. Glad you're warming up to it on the final lap. Yaski, though, with a bit of a slip as we start the mountain past Panam. Really on his neck, making him pay for it. That Porsche having to be as wide as physically possible now up this mountain range to stop a pass from Panam up ahead. That 1-second penalty obviously looming above Orion's head. Jovo, though, Jovo not really looking at too much of a risk here. Orion unable to do anything now on this last lap with that 2nd penalty. Only Yaski and Panam potentially looking to take a podium spot here. Fantastic racing from Yaski and Panam, though. Both of them racing really, really nicely. Panam is looking to take that move now. He's had enough of staying behind this Porsche. He's looking to go too wide. He is all over the rear view of Yaski. He's not letting go at all. Of course, now Yaski on this long straight, not having anything to do. Oh, something's happened here with Orion and Jovo. Jovo, Crumpen now, by the way, well done. Orion now up into 2nd place. Even after that penalty, Jovo down in 3rd. He's now at risk of losing the position to Panam and to Yaski. Panam takes 3rd position on the final couple of corners of the race. Yaski taking 4th, Jovo down to 5th. He was just 2nd, though, no. Panam, though, of course, gaining that final podium spot. Orion, as he carts that Porsche around the final corner for the final time. Weaving onto the straight, and well done these fellas. 2nd for Orion, 3rd for Panam, 4th Yaski, Jovo, and then 6th for Deluxe. Graphic now as he just finishes his section on the mountain, and Tavo, of course, ringing up the rear in his 911. Commiserations, fellas, and unlucky on the race, but well done to Crumpen. What a fantastic drive from yourself. Orion, mate, well done in that Hoonigan Porsche. Fantastic drive from you as well. And obviously Panam on that last-minute move to secure 3rd place. Fantastic racing from all of you. Yaski, though, as well, 1.4 or 1.5 second penalty somehow. Not too sure what happened there. And Jovo, I'm not too sure what happened. You were up in 2nd place. That's a shame. Anyway, though, fantastic racing, guys. Fantastic racing. Let's have a look at the podium and the fastest lap. So fastest lap does go to the podium sitter then. In the M6 GT3 Endurance, we've got Orion in 2nd place in the 911 RSR with a 203.6. Panam in 3rd place, though, with a 203.2 in that M6. Well raced, Panam. Yaski as well, very well raced with a 204.5 being his best in that white Manthe Porsche. Jovo in the AMG. Jovo, what happened? That last couple of seconds, you were 2nd, you know?
Yeah, last lap on top of the mountain, I just hit the wall 1.5. Right.
Oh, no way!
Just after the kink, Yaski and Panam just flew past, and then it was over.
It was, yeah, and so these Panam and Yaski had been battling the entire way from the last 2 laps. Yeah. They were catching up to Yelp up in 4th position. Yelp then dropped down. Yaski and Panam 4th and 5th. That 1 second penalty from Orion dangled Orion out to dry for the pair of them, but obviously yourself getting that 1.5, that's what really pushed the leaderboard around there. D-Lock's though in 6th position with the GTR Nismo with a 203.5. Grappig 911 RSR managing a 207.7, so not bad after all, and an improved time nevertheless. And then Tavo finally a 911 RSR with a time of 2:11. So we did lose Lockdown, Semi, Kian and Yelp throughout the race. Not too sure what happened to those fellas, but either way, well, we know what happened to Kian and Yelp. Obviously had to go off for his dinner. Lockdown and Semi, not entirely too sure what happened, but a shame to have lost them either way. But no, guys, well done on the race.
Punted. I got absolutely kicked out of the track. First lap I got pushed by Orion. It was not his fault. I broke way too early. That's why I was last. And then I think it was 4th lap. I got absolutely, not absolutely, but I got almost killed by Tavo.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
I
way.
saw it. I was right behind
yeah.
them.
That sucks.
Right behind them.
And then I got killed again by Tavo. And that's where I quit it. Because
Unlucky, man.
I don't want to race.
Unlucky, bud. Anyway, though, guys, if you are watching, you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button for us. Change this number above my head by here. Second time I've done that. There we go. By there. Change that number above my head. And if you haven't already, I've got 17 of you in here. Have we got 17 or more likes? Have we all liked the stream?
19.
19. Fantastic. Okay, well, hopefully everyone's liked the stream. If you haven't, go do so.
I did.
If you want to join our Discord, though, and want to join the community, it's the link in the top of the comments. 440 will be appropriate. I'd love 440. That's mean we haven't gained any so far, and we've been going for 2 hours.
440.
The lobby just go down.
440D.
Right, community race night. Let's load these settings and change it from weather tech. Right, where should we race then next, fellas? Where should we go?
Marina Bay Street Circuit.
The roulette wheel is on offer. It's the roulette wheel's always on offer. If you want the roulette wheel for the track.
Roulette wheel.
Road Atlanta from Yaski.
Road Atlanta.
Go Kyoto.
Road Atlanta.
Roulette.
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
No.
No, we're not doing Kyoto driving. No, I don't even want to commentate it. Jovo is saying the roulette wheel. Do we bring the random wheel of fortune in, fellas?
Yes.
All right, let's bring the random wheel in. Let's bring the random wheel in.
Let's go.
The Wandom wheel.
When
Right, okay then. So, tracks we want Roadway Atlanta, and how have I pressed the start button? I don't know.
Can you
Wait,
please
there
say
we go.
Road Atlanta, not Roadway Atlanta?
Road Atlanta.
Raceway.
Wait, can you click into Kyoto? I want to see the right layout.
The long one.
Sardegna, Monza,
Sardinia.
Fuji,
Monza.
Spa.
Willow
Spa,
Springs.
guys.
No, get rid of Spa.
Get rid of the Nürburgring.
Autopolis.
No, not the
Seaside.
Autopolis.
Very well.
Autopolis.
Seaside.
No, not Seaside.
Yeah, Dragon Trail.
Seaside.
Garden.
Dragon Trail Gardens.
Yes.
No, not doing Gardens.
Coconut.
Aw.
No, Gardens is horrible.
Dragon Trail, Seaside, Barcelona. We'll add it in there, even though you all hate it.
No.
That's why I'm adding it in there. Is because you all hate it.
Autopolis.
Kyoto.
Le Mans. Who called Le Mans?
Autopolis.
Autopolis.
Guys, yeah.
Circuit de la
Brands Hatch is on there.
No.
I've got Roadway Atlanta, Sardegna, Monza, Fuji, Watkins Glen, Brands Hatch, Nordschleife, Dragon's Tail, Seaside, Barcelona, Le Mans. We'll chuck Spa in there because we do like Spa.
No, Autopolis is just getting ignored.
Of course, Autopolis is getting ignored. It's Autopolis. Red Bull Ring,
It's better than goddamn Barcelona.
Automaggio.
Put in Kyoto.
Do you really want me to add Kyoto? Really?
Yes.
I'd rather add like Trial Mountain.
No.
Oh, try Monothocross. Try
Willow
Monothocross.
Springs.
Kyoto
Yes.
was.
Suzuka,
Just put it in there. Just put it in there.
Just
Okay.
spin.
Kyoto. We'll add Kyoto driving.
Okay,
Daytona.
let's go.
Please, Monza.
Right, and let's have a look. Chat. Give me some more chat. Give me some more. Chuck some more of me, chat.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Chuck some more at you, chat. Willow Springs, no, we're ignoring that one from Graphic. Daytona,
have
yeah,
to
we'll let
go-
Daytona.
I have to go after the next race. Can we please get going?
Yes,
Working
yes,
well.
we'll get going soon.
Come on.
Daytona, right, that's enough in the wheel, I'd say. Should we spin?
Yes.
Goodwood for Group 3,
Monza,
could you imagine?
please. Monza.
Monza's already in there.
I know, but
Right,
I want Monza.
anyway, here we go. Where are you guys racing? Oh, no way.
Monza.
No way.
Go.
No.
Oh, it was so close for Red Bull Ring or Suzuka, but instead it's Autodrome on Lake Maggiore. Full course, of course.
Lago Maggiore.
Lago Maggiore.
Lago Maggiore.
Lago Maggiore.
Autodromo Lago Maggiore.
Yeah.
Ah, well, right, we'll knock that off then. So we know we're doing Autodrome Lago Maggiore. That is where we race tonight.
Lago Maggiore.
Automotive
Lago
Blonde.
Maggiore.
Mamma mia.
Ah, come on, let's use the Italian Group 3s, yes?
Fratello.
I don't have any Italian.
It's me, Mario. Right, the lobby is live. Jump in.
Hope I can join this one.
No, that way.
I think
No,
that
that
was
way.
too much
Yeah,
for Ryan.
jump in. Let's go. Ooh, look at that.
Join. Please let
Lobby
me
is
join.
filling out rather nicely.
Please let me join.
SAS is in,
Oh,
Lino's
no,
in,
SAS is
Semi's
here.
in, Graphics in, Lockdown's in,
Yeah,
Yaski's
we're not
in,
done.
Please
Panam's
let
in,
me join.
Kian's in, Deluxe is in, Crumpen's in.
Please let me join.
Tavo has joined back. Hello, Tavo.
Please let me
Yes,
join.
you can still join.
We have 13
Really?
space.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What's a good car for Maggiore?
Man, I can't do this. My game crashed.
I'm actually pretty sure Kian's Hyundai is pretty quick round here.
It's not
SAS
the
though,
car.
loyal to the core to the M6. SAS going with the
What
M6
Hyundai?
Endurance.
What Hyundai do I have?
Hyundai. The Genesis.
Someday.
I don't.
That's Genesis.
Genesis
That's
X.
just Genesis. That's
Well,
just
I
Genesis.
thought it. I did a messy and I thought it was Hyundai. Shut up. Didn't happen.
How did you think that?
My game
Sure, but
crashed.
which
1, 2, 3, 4. Choose.
I'm
Lino,
really
I'm gonna go 2.
What a boring choice.
Robert De Niro. What a name.
Who's done the short track?
I'm joining SAS.
Should have done
I'm
the
joining
short track.
SAS.
No, it's a Group 4 track, innit? GTR, thanks. You're welcome. Remember though, if you're watching and you haven't already, hit that sub button with the notification bells on to be notified of whenever we go live.
They are good.
I am not
Hello,
the
APR.
host of this
Hello, Grapping.
Just gonna nip to toilet a minute.
Spinning.
So let's jump on board with SAS as he pilots his M6 around Lake Maggiore.
Oh, I forgot.
I love this track. It's so much flat out
I
here.
like this track.
I like it.
It's
If I can do it.
flowy.
It is Italian. Of
Does.
course I
Does
love
really
this
nice.
track.
How many laps did you put down?
8.
It's a mandatory tire change or what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Every time you have to change the wheel.
I don't even know what's a good time on here.
54 seconds.
Yeah, I don't remember what a good time is.
54.
154.
I don't remember where my braking zones are. Haha.
54, is it?
Yeah, high 54s. High 54s probably. Yeah, Tavo cannot do that.
Wait, it's last turn.
Ordering food away.
I've seen you, Grapping. I've seen
That works for me.
Come get
Hello.
Someone next to you.
Hola.
So then, SAS just coming past the penalty line, dropping down into the swooping hairpin. Gorgeous corner that is.
Oh,
How was that a penalty? I hit a curve. That's not fair.
Can you tell me when there's a space left?
I'm not the penalty master
Yeah,
anymore.
I'll let you know. I mean, there's 14 people and someone hasn't
Those
taken it.
times are over, Sammy. Those times are over.
Yeah. Send me the
They are
penalty master.
Sam
Times are
over.
over.
They're Sam over.
Now I am smart.
Semi-over.
Space in the room.
Sam over.
It'll be a bad lap
I,
time. Someone left, I think. There's someone?
I'm in, yeah.
So then SAS's lap. What does it convert to? Let's have a look.
Oh no. Yes, we don't do fine.
Round the final bend up towards the home straight. Pulling in a time of a 1:57.3. There is the benchmark. Yeah, so the lobby is now full.
That's such a bad lap time, man.
Jolvo is connecting, which is good. We're just going to let the people that we don't recognise know about the stream.
Bro, I hate that when people join. I hate those people who join.
Imagine playing on PS4.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm playing on
Actually
PS4.
playing on
And oh my
German
goodness.
Wi-Fi.
Unexpected error. I hate it.
Oh fuck.
Well, there's still space because you were one of the people connected. There's, hang on,
Yeah.
Deluxe has left.
Dealer.
When Elias has joined.
Yeah, 14 years.
I'm in as well. For the second time.
Oh, big guy.
I hate people who join.
Jolvo, have you managed to find a space?
It said I'm in. I'll see if
I can see your name.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I hope I can connect.
Go away, Loons. Go on your bed. Lie down. She's begging for this, like right in front of me. Just having a little scran snack, so I'm going to do that off camera, obviously.
Some off-camera farming.
I'm just eating a pepperoni, but I just feel so guilty about eating on stream. I don't know why.
No, I'm getting kicked out every time.
You're
I
doing
think
a Yaski. You're doing a
I think
Yaski.
so.
I'll
try
double
one more
check.
time and
Shrek
if
is
not, then off.
eating my front tire.
Matt, show your fruit stick.
Show my fruit stick? No.
What the question is that?
My question.
He's on about my vaporizer.
Oh.
That vaporizer.
That
Third time's the
vaporizer.
charm. Third time's the charm, I
It's
guess.
because he sucks the skin off the pepperoni. You're stinking, you T3. No, I do not. Right, anyway, it's saying 16. Who...
Yeah, I'm trying, but I have a
Yeah, it's
feeling
saying
I
you're...
clicked everything.
It's doing it
Yeah.
again. It's not letting you join.
You know, I'll reset my players and you can start.
Yeah, so we'll just have to run it as 14 then. Right, are we all ready to start qualifying?
No, wait. 10 seconds.
Yeah, my tires
yeah,
are
I
dead.
guess
but
I'm
I'm
ready.
Big stack meal, please. And then can you go into the customization?
The time is okay. I can go quicker.
Yeah,
So,
no onion, no
10:34
lettuce,
is
please.
great.
Yeah, and you might as well test
Or in
it
fact, no.
We don't lag out again.
No. We're going to leave everything in there, as it is, as it comes.
Okay.
Chuck your shake, yes please. Absolutely. Oh. Are you trying to join once? What? Nah, Max can't connect either by the looks of things. Max just tried to connect, Max can't.
Bro,
Okay, Lino, if you can get the track then please, bud. We'll get qualifying underway.
Mr. Pedo.
Let's have some clean racing, boys. And some,
Ouch.
some
God,
nice,
look, we haven't gained a single
laps
sub
off.
tonight. This sucks. Haven't gained a single one.
Hello, Yaski.
Hello, Grappy. Hello, Sammy.
Hi. I'm in 6th gear.
Gonna pick the Lambo. Feels better. That's fine, mate. And say you run whatever you want to, bud.
Porsche are having a fun time.
Max trying to connect again.
Ah, boo! Get away! You're not a Porsche. You're not a Porsche.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
fine if it comes
you're a
now. Yeah, I'll just do the same
BMW.
on cheap, won't I?
Boo!
Boo.
Yeah, Max can't connect, unfortunately. So yeah, by the looks of it, Max, if you are watching, bud, just don't worry about it. We'll just run this lobby as it is, and then yeah, it may even be a case of once we finish
Not
this
even
race,
touching
starting a
my
new
steering
lobby
wheel
again.
anymore.
Who's trying to connect now?
Ah, I'm getting pushed by the BMW.
Ah, Deluxe.
course.
Deluxe is coming back in.
BMW.
Deluxe can normally connect. He shouldn't have any issues connecting.
But still, he has the worst internet
Sorry, Kian.
connection.
Whoa.
Oh, good.
I'm afraid I'm gonna hit
I feel like this is how the race will end.
I don't know. I don't think Deluxe is able to connect.
Yeah, and exactly like
Oh,
this the
Sammy,
race will
we're
end.
just not hitting each other.
No.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, Deluxe. Yeah, I don't think anyone can connect. So should we just run it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just run it. Oh, no, I can't because someone's connecting.
I am on my break. I'm fully on my break. Why am I moving?
Oh, Max is trying to connect again. I say Deluxe normally can connect. I don't know why that last space is dropping out.
Whoa.
And why is there so much unexpected errors currently?
Aw,
I have no
Grappig.
idea.
I'm gonna do reverse donuts.
That's so
Come on, I
weird.
can. Oh,
No.
sorry.
Right. Well, we
Guys,
got the
let's
gap
do
then.
a
Let's just run it.
backwards
Let's
drag
run
race.
qualifying.
Aw.
Sorry, guys.
I was turning left.
Right. Anyway, let's jump into the qualifying then.
If you turn hard enough left, you'll see yourself going right.
Oh yeah.
Right. I'm going to jump on over.
Catch.
There we go. Share me screen for T3.
Thank you very much, mate.
There we are.
Appreciate it.
Came back out in the Valvoline. I said it bang on first time that time. In the Valvoline Genesis. APR Crumpen also matching him in the Genesis. Robert De Niro now in the M6. Yaski, of course, loyal to the White Manthe Porsche. Pan Am has gone for the M6 again as well after a fair bit of success there over in Australia. Grappig then in 5th position now currently in the Red Bull 911. Trumbull, a newcomer tonight in the GTR. See what he can do in that tonight.
Ooh.
Tavoino next, staying in his 911 RSR, loyal to the core to it. Robert De Niro, obviously, as we'd spoken to before. Right, yellow Rexy then for more, which is that yellow or I don't know. Is that yellow or green? I'm colourblind.
Mate.
I'm colourblind too. Oh, okay, it's neither of those things. It looks orange.
At least you both didn't be electricians then, Matt. I'll tell you that.
Exactly, exactly. The world's a safer place because we chose not to. Either way, though, lovely livery from Mauer. Lino again with the Michelin Lamborghini. Big fan of that. Lockdown 42 with a Marlboro Genesis this time. Seeing what he can do in that. And then Juanelius Creamy, last but certainly not least, in the M6 Bilstein. I do love seeing this Bilstein livery. So then, whose laps are going to be fastest around here? Let's find out. SAS is going to be the first one out of the group to start his qualifying run. There we are, as he comes across the line to begin his run. He's a little bit wide there as he starts out. May not give him the best first sector time, but it's all about the rest of the track as well and how well he can tie it all in. So let's see what he does here. A little bit of slip from the M6, but he keeps it nicely under control. Yep, using every inch of available track and rumble strip there to cart that M6 around. Nicely done. Little bit of a slide heading over the hill, but he just about makes it in. Semi and Kian, followed by Crumpen, also following suit. Grappig and Yaski. Not much of a gap there. Grappig finds himself into the barrier. That's a shame. We've lost connection to Trumbull as well. Robert De Niro, bit of a slip from that N6 as well. This corner catches a lot of people out. Tavo and Mauer managing to pilot their 911s around it safely though. Lino doing the same with his Huracan. Pan Am, little bit of slip from that M6 as well. They are very feisty, those M6s. Juanelius then on his push lap now as he approaches that bend as well. Let's see if Juanelius can keep it nice and clean.
These are nice, bright M6 though, by the way.
It's a gorgeous livery, this Bilstein livery. Yeah, Juanelius has managed to keep it in lockdown as well.
We all a bit like the marble. Got a few of them. The Lambo and that. Stupendous.
So then, SAS finishing off this final section now. Jolvo trying to connect again. Yeah, having connection issues, but only for the last spot in the lobby. It's really odd. So anyway, SAS then, currently looking at his time. Is it going to be quick? I mean, what was his previous time in the practice session? It was a 1:57, I believe, wasn't it?
I think so.
Really wide there, pushing that M6 to the limits. Yep, just kissing the edge of the grass there. Right on that white line, a 1:57.1 from SAS as the benchmark. Semi with a penalty, can't do much from it. Kian, though, going faster with a 1:56.4 in the Genesis.
Yeah, might get a first podium to his name this race today.
He might well do so. That's right. Crumpen as well. He's looking real fast in that Genesis. Apex Predator design on that. Much different from the Apex Predator design that we saw in his M6, but a nice one nevertheless. Yep. Semi, of course, with that 0.5. Unfortunately, that means both that last lap and this lap a no-go. Robert De Niro, though, up in 5th place with a 1:57.4. That's a pretty quick time. Only a second off the pace. Kian getting a 1:56.4.
Just as he spins out.
Panama 1:56.5. SAS as well with a 1:57.1. What can SAS do? A 1:01.064. He is looking faster by 0.6. It's looking good for SAS in the M6. Can he hold it together through the swooping corner here? He can, up onto the rumble strips, but not too much. And now flat out through this section towards the final couple of bends. I wonder if SAS has got it in him to top out Kian. He is 1.1 seconds faster now. This is looking like a lightning quick time from SAS in the M6. Nice, and Jensen out, not looking to unsettle himself too much, not lose any time. Down onto the last bend. Nice and wide. That was very, very wide there coming out there, maximising his output speed. It's a 1:55.5. He goes faster by 0.8 of a second off Kian. That was a very fast time, lightning time from SAS.
Kian needs to think of what he's going to do now to retain that position again.
He does, he does. I mean, looking further down though, we've got Panam who's looking fast around this bend. Not too sure what his time sectors are though, we're about to find out. It's not looking to be a 1:55. A 1:56.6 though, secures him in 3rd position. Crumpen then in 4th in that Genesis. He comes round, what can he do? Oh no, he's not. Oh, sorry, I saw grid markers and I automatically assumed he was to the line. I should have checked the map, that was my mistake. Silly Billy. Robert De Niro then in the M6, a 1:57.4's best time. Can he do anything phenomenal with it? A 1:58 from Grappig, nice time from Grappig. Yeah, further downwards, just into the 2 minutes now for these fellas. SAS obviously into the pits. Kian, not too sure what happened there, but I'm thinking these guys are happy with their times. Panam, I don't think, yeah, he's on an outlap, so he's not pushing here at all. Same as Crumpen on an outlap. Robert De Niro is the furthest down the grid in 5th position. We have to go before we find someone who is giving it guns. I mean, he's 0.5 behind on his best time. I don't think it's going to convert to much more. He's not too far off Crumpen's time in 4th, though, so we could move up 1 space, depending on how he can pilot the M6 round now. Yaski then further back as well in 6th position, also on a push lap, but not looking faster than his previous time so far. Plenty of time left in his lap, though. Well, not so much in Yaski's, actually. Not much left in this lap anyway, but he has got time for another lap after this one. Maybe all he's got time for there. Let's see. So Yaski coming across now in a 1:57, 1:58.3. 6th position for Yaski. And he's on to another hot lap. So then, Grappig's on an outlap as well. Crumpen no longer on an outlap. Panam's still on his outlap as is Kian. Crumpen then. Let's stay on board with Crumpen. Let's see what Crumpen can do. Last time it was just ticked over the clock on qualifying, and Crumpen pulled a blinder of a lap out to unthrone Kian in Australia last round out. Can he do the same? Oh, we've lost connection to Robert De Niro, which is a shame. That pushes Yaski up into 5th with Lockdown behind in 6th. ABR Crumpin then towards the end of the section. He's not too far out on his time, but I don't think it's going to push him further up the field. Certainly not with 0.9 out to Pan Am. Oh no, Crumpin's had a big spin. I think that does kiss goodbye to the end of Crumpin's time there. What a shame. That is unfortunate for Crumpin. So now it's on to Pan Am, who has got 0.092 to Kian's time. It's definitely a time that he's got in him. Actually, I have just noticed, though, Pan Am and SAS both running the same door numbers there. That's not good. I'll have to address that, I'm sure. But yes, Pan Am in the SMFC M6 now. Best by 0.026, looking to even dethrone SAS with the time of 1.55. It's definitely looking exciting. He has got Maurer in front of him, who's just had a bit of slip. Oh no, and Maurer impedes his time. Oh, what a shame for Pan Am. Maurer there, unfortunately, sliding around the flowing hairpin there, unable to get out of the way of Pan Am, or at least didn't try or see him. Pan Am now looking to go best by 0.06. Yeah, he's lost 0.3 there. That's very, very unfortunate for Pan Am. It was looking very, very good for him up until he got impeded there by Maurer in 8th place. Well, we ran the same car for the 24-hour races. It was multiple drivers per car. Oh, do you just do it in 4 different races of 4 hours? No, not 4. 6, I want to say. Oh, Pan Am with a 1.55 though. He does manage to dethrone SAS. Fair play. Nicely done, buddy. What time is the stream on till? Probably another hour and 10, maybe? 12 by 2. Ah, right, okay. So anyway, though, as it stands currently, Pan Am is the podium sitter here at Lake Automayor. SAS in 2nd place, just 0.03 off his time. Kian then just comes through with a personal best, putting him 0.122 and 0.152 off the pace. So it's going to be a close game between these fellas up here. Yaski then in 4th position on mediums for some reason, but he's in 4th, so it doesn't matter. Lockdown also on mediums for no reason and in 5th position. Grapig then a 1.58 putting him in 6th position, and Semi just coming across the line in 7th with the 2 minutes flat. Mao then in 8th position, as we saw, just impeding Pan Am there, the pole sitter. So interesting to see what Pan Am could do on the lap if he hadn't have been impeded. That would have been a great time. But anyway, right, let's jump on over to the general Discord and have a chat with them and see what Pan Am thinks about that.
Yes.
Pan Am, congratulations on that podium lap. It's a shame about the impeding from Maurer there, though, halfway on the swooping corner. What's your thoughts there?
I thought that killed my lap.
I honestly, watching it, I thought it killed your lap too, and looking at the time, it didn't look too good. Sorry, I'm gone offline, says Crumpin. No worries, bud. So we are running a 10-car race then, as it stands. I'm glad Jova was finally able to connect to the lobby, regardless of whether he's missing. Yeah. Pitting is 100% mandatory here. We have to pit, guys. The racing strat is medium or soft. Up to you. You have got to pit. You have got to pit. It adds a bit of strategy. We love a bit of strategy, guys. Anyway, are we ready to get underway?
No.
I don't know.
Can we please
I
choose a normal
don't
track
know
after
if
this?
Yes, we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll do a normal track after this. But yes, let's get the
do
race
another wheel
underway.
Yes, another wheel spin. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, I can't do it because people are initializing. Anyway, I'm going to shoot on over to the stream chat, guys. Best of luck in the race. Catch you all after.
Yeah, thank you.
There we are. Jump back over to here and get my screen up for T3 to see what's going on. What's going on? Nürburgring next, says Sliced. Oh, not Sliced, sorry, says SAS. I bet hopefully he can win then. Because then it'll be his choice. It's either we go to the wheel and we spin, or you pick your track. Let's go. Just waiting for Ayrton to initialize here, the Belgian. And once he has, we'll get underway. It's a 10-car race, though. Pan Am, SAS, Kian, Yaski, Lockdown, Grapig, Semi, Mao, Tavo, and then Lino. Ayrton's in. Let's start the race. Apparently, he's not according to the game. That sucks. We'll just do this until it starts, then. Oh, dear. That wasn't meant to happen. Aha! It's because it started. Fantastic. Right. Let's get spectatorship up. And then go and put Danny's dummy in. Oh, there we go. Casper's on it. Anyway, right, let's get it up and running then. So, Pan Am on the inside here with SAS next to him. Both the SMFC cars on 1 and 2. Bit of teamwork going on, then it could have definitely been a good result for SMFC. There we are, all 10 cars then thundering towards the first corner here at Lake Maggiore. SAS holding the front line now from Pan Am, having stolen it off in first bend. In Pan Am now being punted wide. Big spin with Kian. Oh, it's a bit of an incident there. Kian also being pushed right back. SAS and Yaski now in second place. Lockdown up into third, followed by Semi, Graphic, Mauer, Lino, Pan Am and Tavo. Kian, oh, Tavo just having a spin off there and finding the wall. Kian 8 seconds back there, unfortunate for him. What a disastrous start to his race. SAS though, first lap in, managing to pull a 2.2 second gap to the cars behind. I think we may well be racing at Nürburgring next if SAS does win this race. Of course, it's up to him. Oh, big slide from SAS and he's found the barrier up in first place. Disastrous run from SAS. He's got Yaski now in the Porsche right behind him. Nothing he can do about it though. Yaski slips up the inside and into the lead. SAS, of course, not serving his penalty this lap and serving it next lap due to doing or having the incident in the same sector as the penalty line. Yaski, though, up in first place, now looking to extend his lead over SAS. SAS, I'm sure, though, will find his groove again with that M6. It was just a bit of a wobble. But Yaski now looking to defend SAS off. He's only got to keep a 1.5 second gap behind if SAS is to take him. And then first place would be his again. I wonder if anyone's going to dive into the pits, though, as we come round the final section for the first time here at Lake Maggiore. Yaski and SAS battling. SAS all over the back of Yaski, wanted his place back. However, again, that penalty is costing him. SAS slipping at the inside. Yaski taking the wider line of the two. A bit of a stumble from Yaski, and SAS is now back in the lead. No penalties for Yaski, though, so SAS is going to have to cost that lead at some point, unless he can pull himself maybe 2 seconds ahead as he comes across the line. Some complaints there about Tavo being a dirty driver. If so, we shall remove him from the lobby after this. I don't even think he is watching the stream, if I'm honest. He certainly hasn't subscribed, that's for sure, so he has no brownie points with me. Yaski then battling it out for first place with SAS. Obviously that penalty line is going to be coming into effect very soon. But we'll leave those two to it for just a sec. We'll look further back the grid then. Semi and Pan Am having a little battle now. Pan Am looking at the inside of Semi. Semi all over the place in his Porsche. Pan Am just cutting up the inside. Up into 4th position for Pan Am in the SMFC M6. Semi just trailing behind with Mauer, Lino, and then Tavo further back. We've lost 2 cars in the race, one of which being Kian. I'm not surprised he rage quits every time. SAS now, though, slowing down on his penalty. Did manage to pull a 1.4 to Yaski, which is pretty impressive. Shame, obviously, that lap time has gone to waste as well. But Yaski now hot on the heels of SAS. Round him and down into the sweeping bend. Yaski back up into first place. Well done, fella. Further down then, SAS now looking to lose a place to Grapig, who sneaks up and around the outside after a gorgeous exit from the hairpin. SAS, though, not giving it in. Yaski having a bit of a slide as we enter the flat-out section. Grapig hot on the heels of SAS. Neither one looking to let him right now. All on purples, as we say, because of the second lap out. It will be this lap that really sets the benchmark. We'll see what's going on. Pan Am has made it round Semi and stuck round Semi since that move that we saw last time round. Semi, though, still staying with him, only 0.9 out. He has lost a fair bit of time now. I think it was a bit of a rough exit from the corner for Semi. Mauer then, though, he's not really moving up much, but he's not moving down either. He's got himself a little gap of 2 seconds, give or take either side. Yaski's dived into the pits. Mauer went to do the same, but faked out of it. Semi also in the pits. Lino, he comes past the pits, as does Tavo, I'm sure. Grapig is now up into first as Yaski dived into the pits. Both of the SMFC cars behind Pan Am and then SAS. Pan Am, of course, now making the move on SAS. Interesting race, and say the leadership has changed hands a few times here. Mauer now up into 4th. These lot aren't the ones that have pitted, and say pit-wise, we have got, obviously, Tavo, Semi, Yaski. Not too sure if Lino's pitted. I think Lino might be the last of the runners. Yeah, I think he is in 4th. Ruins by Racing, he ain't even in the chat. Brilliant. Yeah, I don't think he is. Yaski having a call out from SMFC there. I.e. I don't know what's gone on there. You guys are going... How'd you miss that? I don't know what happened exactly, if I'm honest. I just know that you two had a bit of a battle. Anyway, Grappig out in 1st with Pan Am behind him. Oh, SAS is also rage quit. No worries. Looks like we're not racing at Nürburgring after all then. Pan Am, though, looking to have a bit of a battle with Grappig for the league. Deluxe is now left. We're down to 7 cars running at Automagior. Clearly people don't want to race anymore. They'd rather rage quit. That's fair enough. Anyway, Pan Am and Grappig battling it out for the lead. 0.1 between them both as we head down to lap 4. Yeah, that needs to look at because that's BS. It's called SRFC. Clearly something had happened between these two. We'll have to have a look back on stewards maybe. Just ran me off on a straight. Def or a lobby refresh after they can't have this guy in here. I mean, I think he's watching the stream because he did join in the lobby once we made the new one. But yeah, I'll be removing him if he is a dirty driver, especially considering he's not one of the community members. Unless he is in the Discord now, I'm not too sure. Anyway, Pan Am is out in front by about a second off Grappig. Neither one of these two have pitted, neither has Mauer or Lino. However, Semi, Yaski and Tavo have. Mauer and Lino, though, both diving into the pit, as it's mentioned. Pan Am and Grappig being the only two running that aren't to pit yet. Semi and Yaski, then. These two very, very close in their Porsches. Yaski looking either side of Semi if and where a move can be made. Is it going to be done down into the first corner? Yaski late onto the brakes to be right onto Semi's tail. Not happening here, though. Semi holding a nice line. Yaski up the inside, though, looking to hold the outside line heading into this next section. If Yaski can keep on that outside line... Oh, it's now Semi that has the inside line for this corner. Great positioning from Semi, defensive positioning. Both of them, though, side by side as they head down this hill. Beautiful racing from both of these. Yaski just pipping himself just up ahead. Up into the 3rd position podium spot. Semi, though, tucking himself onto the inside, trying to get that cut. Beautiful cut from Semi and back up into 3rd. Beautiful podium battle going on for these two. Now it's into the fast section. Yaski, though, up onto the inside. Oh, Semi just shutting the door on him, keeping that 3rd position. Tight racing from Semi, very defensive racing. Having a bit of a battle with the Porsche as well as Yaski and his Porsche. Yaski, though, up into 3rd. Just using the rumble strip there to cut himself in front of Semi as we head down into the swooping hairpin. Yaski up in 3rd, Semi in 4th. 0.3 separates them. Can Semi make a move here? Can we see a switchback? Ooh, bit of contact from Semi and Yaski. Semi just backing out of that, not to cause too much of a problem for Yaski. Wise move, my friend, wise move. So let's head 20 seconds up the field then to Grappig and Pan Am. Are either one of these two going to be pitting? I doubt it if they're on the softs. Nope, Pan Am not looking to jump into the pits, and I'm guessing neither Grappig is... Yeah, Grappig isn't either. Yaski, though, and Semi, both of these have pitted, so they're just biding their time. Potentially could see a pit move here, but Semi taking that 3rd position back. Fantastic battle with these two. It's definitely the battle to be watching right now. Yaski now 1 second behind Semi. The tables have... Oh, no, not sorry, the tables have turned. It's back to as we saw it last time. Yaski once again on the attack as we enter lap 5 for these two. Best lap so far, 2 minutes dead for Yaski. Further back then, not too much going on with these fellas. A 1.1 out from Lino and Mauer, but I think Lino might just be holding it. It seems like Yaski and Semi is the battle to watch. Yaski then, right behind Semi, looking for any gap that he can. Semi really defensively keeping that Porsche wide. Oh, it's looking close with these two, isn't it? Yaski, Semi weaving all over the track to keep Yaski behind. Yaski actually on a faster lap than Pan Am with his 1.6 or 56.7. Now he's just lost a little bit of time there to Semi, unfortunately. Semi now through this fast section. This is where we see 90% of Yaski's attack, I think. Yaski has got a very nice line through here. Keeps on the power in his Porsche onto the rumble strips, and that's been just using as much of that track as he can. Could see a little move here into this hairpin. This is where most of the moves are made on this track, I think, personally. It's the best place to do it as well. And say late on the brakes here. Nice and late entry into the corner. Kissing that apex late and looking on the switchback. Decent exit though for both of these Porsches as they head into the faster section. Nicely done. Yaski just feathering the throttle there to keep it in line with Semi. Semi taking a much wider line though and losing track of his Porsche. Yaski pushing himself up into third. Finally, there is a difference on the podium as we head round towards the end of the 5th lap. Yaski then now keeping himself nice and sturdy up ahead in 3rd position. It's now Semi having to find a second gap to Yaski. Both Pan Am and Grappig have put themselves into the pits though. This could open up a leadership spot for Yaski. Can Yaski take that pole position? That's a very wide line from Yaski. Potentially a penalty there as he heads around. I'm not too sure. I think he might have gotten away with it. However, Pan Am and Grappig both just make it out of the pits in time. It does now, though, bring the top of the field closer together. Pan Am, though, has got a 5.4 second gap out in front. So long as he can keep it clear, he's looking good. Down below him, though, Yaski up in 2nd place as we've just lost Grappig somehow. Not too sure what's happened. Yaski, though, up onto silver position on the podium. Nicely done, mate. Semi behind, now gaining 3rd position onto the podium. Nicely done, Semi. 4th position for Lino, and then Maurer in 5th, and Tavo in 6th. So then between these two, it is a 1.4 second gap between Yaski and Semi as we head towards the middle section now of the 6th lap. Semi isn't really gaining much time, and obviously this is where Yaski is normally faster. So yeah, Semi's going to have to work extra hard now on this downhill. Get a really nice exit from the swooping hairpin and hopefully catch up Yaski now up to 2 seconds through that bit there. Yeah, he's definitely figured something that Semi hasn't yet. That's for sure. But 2 seconds separates these fellas now as they fly towards this swooping hairpin. Pan Am around it first. Oh, not Pan Am, sorry. Yaski around it first. Yaski going for the later line. Semi just drifting a little touch wide there, but he does pull himself back to a 1.6 second gap for Yaski. And potentially attacking for 2nd place again as we enter the penultimate lap. Yaski, though. Yaski has been rather fast here today. He's certainly one to watch in all the racing lobbies. Whenever we see Yaski, he is very, very fast. There is an incident to look back between SAS and Yaski, but we shall see what happened later on. Not later on, sorry. We'll see what happened at a different time. And so I'm not going to go looking through it just yet. But Pan Am then, a 9-second lead ahead of the rest of the pack. That's a phenomenal race for Pan Am. Very dominant in that M6. Well done, Pan Am. Yaski then, keeping Semi behind, a 2.4 second gap now. Yaski slowly starting to pull away. Although Semi is keeping his gap behind to the Michelin Huracan of Lino. Mauer then has just disconnected, I believe. We're down to 6 cars. Oh no, there's Mauer, sorry. I was watching. Mauer in his Porsche, the Rexy livery, the orange and yellow looking Rexy. Really nice livery. Save replay and do a live steward for thingy. Roger that. And then Tavo in his 911 fighting it as he flies around the bend. So let's see. Yeah, Yaski 2.6. The field has spread itself out nicely now for these 6 remaining racers. A decent outcome though for the guys that started at the back and pushed themselves up. Second time I've sold a flipping pole and I sold a podium on a Italian track, says Grappig. That is a shame. Luckily, it wasn't one of the real tracks, so it hurts that little bit less, you know. Anyway, then, Pan Am towards the swooping bend for the penultimate time here in Italy. This final lap for Pan Am is looking good, though, as well. He's lapping pretty consistently, 157, 156. His 2:15, of course, was his pit lap. Yaski, 3.6 seconds. Gap now down to Semi. Semi's clearly had a bit of a mare here. Lino having a bit of a mare as well in this Huracan, having a bit of a problem there, losing that time that had just been given to him by Semi. Mauer, though, now looking to take advantage of the time he's just gained. Slowly catching up towards Lino. This could be a last lap battle for the 4th position here between these two. Hopefully Lino can keep himself ahead, though. Obviously, we did have an incident with Mauer and the impeding earlier on. Hasn't cost him too much, though. 12 has gotten a 1.5, unlucky. Pan Am, of course, not bothered too much by that impeding earlier, as we can see out here in 1st place with an 11.3 second gap as he crossed the line for the final lap. That's a fantastic race for Pan Am in the SMFC M6. Yaski then Great result for him as well. Second place so far, so long as he can keep it nice and clean for his final lap. And then Semi the same for third position. Nicely done, fella. I'd say he had a terrible race yesterday, so it's good to see him coming back today. Lino then in fourth position, so long as he can keep Mao behind him in his Rexy. And then I think everyone's safe from an attack from Tavo here, unfortunately, with a minute and a half out. He should just about finish, though, and won't get a DNF. Hopefully so. So let's just stay on board with Pan Am then, as he brings the race to a close. I have missed the leaderboards. Zach is in the lobby, I believe. We're going to be lobby refreshing after this one anyway. So then, Pan Am, fantastic race for him. The final time around what is my favourite corner on this track. May even be one of the better corners on the game, if I'm honest, in terms of, it's just the camber carries the car out lovely. You can really build speed up off the apex. It's a great, great corner. There we are. So Pan Am just bringing that M6 nicely to the end of the lap. Not looking to push it too much here. He's got an 11.6 second gap ready for his victory. That's a very dominant run from Pan Am. Further back then, Yaski has built himself a great lead, and that 0.5 shouldn't matter too much to him, as Semi is 5.7 seconds back. He has got Lino just behind him now, though. Don't think we're going to be seeing much of a battle here when it comes to the final closing corners. Although Semi is having a bit of a mare, he's struggling a bit. His tyres may be dead. Lino is within 0.4. If Semi picks up a penalty now, he's lost the third position to Lino. Is there a podium for Lino? He goes up the inside. They are neck and neck towards the line, though. Semi just pulling it out ahead. Yellow flag. Lino on the outside, but no, it's Semi that holds third position. Lino just shy of it there on fourth. Unlucky fella. And then Mauer coming across in fifth. Tavo, of course, he's just about going to be... I'm not too sure he's going to be finishing, but he is giving it his all. Pan Am then, well done, buddy. Congratulations. And Yaski, of course, unfortunate on the 1.5 second penalty, but it won't matter too much thanks to Semi being in third position. Lino there in fourth. Very, very close at the end, mate. You nearly pulled a blinder of a race at the end. Very, very unlucky to have missed out on that podium spot, but congratulations for fourth, nevertheless. Mao then in fifth. And if you want to play the pushing game, I'll play it too. Just learn to overtake by pushing... Learn not to overtake by pushing people wide. If you don't understand that, that's okay, but don't play that BS on me. So obviously there's a bit of an issue going on between these two. We are going to save the replay to go back and have a look. Because, yeah, for SAS to have quit out, SAS doesn't normally rage quit. Kian, fully expect it from him. But SAS, it doesn't really. Anyway, guys, well done, congratulations. Let's just do the usual before we disappear. Let's have a look at the grid. Oh, it only went for 1 second penalty for Yasko. I thought it was 1.5. Anyway, there is the grid as it stands. SAS would have had 8th had he not left. I raced good for not racing much. Mate, you absolutely did. You smashed it out the park there. That was very nearly a move on Semi at the end. Semi had to work real hard to keep you behind him in the 911. So fair play. That was a wicked race, bud. So yeah, anyway, let's cancel off this lobby now and go for another one. Go for a lobby refresh. As it's community night and it's the community deciding what we do tonight, I'm going to jump in and speak to them all now. See whether they're T3.
Ooh.
Right. Hello. So,
Hello.
a fair bit went on there from what we heard in that race. That wasn't the cleanest race that we've hosted, was it?
Well, I'm glad I weren't in it then.
Apparently it was quite bad, yeah. I'm back, says Bubba/Freddy. Welcome back. Anyway, so we're going to get the lobby reset underway. Kian, when did you want to do the group 2? Do you want to leave that for the last race again?
He's not here.
Oh, fair enough. Never mind
You
then.
can make it more exciting at the end, though.
I mean, he is in the call, but he's not. Okay.
Semi, I almost got you, says Lino. He very much did.
Yeah, that was... I had absolutely dead softs. My front left and front right were dead.
It was very, very close. Very, very close
They
indeed.
died to death.
Though, Semi, next man in. Semi, pick the track. Oh, not Semi. Sorry. Pan Am won. Yes, so Pan Am, what are we doing? Are we spinning the wheel or are you picking the track for us?
Which one's native plains, Pan Am?
Autopolis.
Really?
Yes.
Discord
I'm not
link
racist.
isn't working for some reason. Let me get another one in there for you.
Oh my god. Now, Kian and I just did a little pirouette at the start.
Yeah, something happened. Something happened on one of the laps, and we'll have to have a look back at it at some point. So you want Auto Polish, really?
Yeah. I want to see people suffer.
Okay. Tavo Lopez is wondering what you did. So there's a couple of calls in the game saying that you were a dirty driver. Obviously, I haven't seen. I'm gonna look back. Kian was waiting for a response and just thought you weren't in the chat, so I'm not too sure.
Hey, Panam, I know how you could make it worse.
So yes, we're going Auto Polish. Unfortunately, thank Panam for that one. It's Panam's choice.
Unfortunately.
It's a horrible track.
Hey,
Honestly, I think it's my least
Panam.
race track out of all tracks.
Panam, this track's also got the option for wets.
Wants to raise it.
Oh my god.
No,
Full wet
it's a
race.
beautiful track. Autopolis is
No,
beautiful.
I don't think we should put wets in.
We should have done the
I
G-
don't,
the
mate. I
R2
don't know
lobby
what
on here, 'cause
happened.
that
I
seems
didn't
a very
see
good
it,
idea.
but I'm happy to
Who
move
is
on from it if
Anchorman?
everyone else is.
Who is
Yes,
ang-
Freddy. Freddy.
Monitor.
Who's who, what, when, where, why? Remember though, guys, if you're new and you're liking what's going on,
Little Freddy.
make sure that you hit the sub button for us, as well as hitting the notifications bell to be notified whenever we go live. If you haven't already, I've just put a new link into the chat, so make sure you join the Discord. And also, if you could like the stream for us, that'd be very much appreciated. Thank you very much, Freddie, for joining the Discord. Welcome in.
Someone needs to update me on the rules. I cannot remember what. Do we need to pit and stuff?
What is that, Mike?
Yeah, it's pit stops are required, so you do need one pit stop. It's mediums or softs are allowed. See, it's not even a full lobby. It's one of those tracks that no one wants to race at.
Yeah.
Thanks, Panam.
Thank
Everyone can
God.
get a spot.
I guess then just go Brands Hatch. I don't care.
Oh, worse.
No.
No, that's even worse.
There's a better
You
track.
should stop racing and do a car meet and that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Midstream, like, just completely change things up.
I don't care.
Ayrton, I'm pretty sure Ayrton, if you're watching, let me know in the comments. Another Marlboro livery,
Chat.
fantastic.
Oh, again, Marlboro.
I cannot believe.
What is the track people want to race at? Red Bull Ring, man. I don't care.
Red Bull Ring
can
is
we-
shit.
I'm gonna walk my dog, boys. So
I hate this track. This is horrible, isn't it?
I hate this
Yeah.
track.
Go to Red Bull Ring.
Yeah, everyone thank Panam. Thank Panam.
Go to Red
Thank you,
Bull Ring.
Panam.
I don't
Everybody,
care.
back out. We're not racing.
Go to
Okay.
Red Bull Ring.
You're going to make a stand. If no cars are on track, then yeah, we'll change track.
Kick out. Everybody
I don't
kick
think-
out.
Yes,
Matt,
I take
Matt,
out.
just go
I'm
Red
not
Bull
racing.
Ring. I don't care.
We're going on
Just
strike.
go.
Kick out.
Joe will
I've
stop
back
going
There we
out,
are. So the
it's
races
okay.
are going on strike as an argument back against
I
the.
guess. FIA.
Panam, what have you done?
I'm the mafia.
No, you're not.
I mean, that's the peer pressure right now.
Then
Yeah.
just
So
go
if
Red-
you tick out and everyone ticks out, then we'll change the track.
Nah, just go Red Bull Ring.
If
I don't
everyone
care.
ticks out, we'll change the track.
You can change it. I don't care.
It's
not
not massively fair, no, but it's also it is a pretty terrible track. Like we have got to add that into it.
It may be terrible because you can't drive it. My God.
If I'm honest, there's a fair bit of arguing going on in the chat about what happened last race. Do we go back and live review it?
Yes.
There'll be less time to race though, will there?
Yeah, there is less time to race now. That's the problem. Somehow we're filling up the lobby to 14. How's that happened?
How,
Look at
How are people seeing? How are people seeing Autopolis thinking, yeah, I fancy a bit of that?
Yeah,
Man,
they
if,
just
peop
do-
if
They
there's
just
random
see
people
YouTube
joining,
in
they're
the-
just
in
gonna.
the lobby title and then they join
Right.
because they want screen time.
That's true. Either way, Tavo Lopez in the chat, Kian has said, sorry if I cut you off, bad misjudgment. So,
Yeah, Panam,
it's all done.
I don't think tick out's happening.
I'm dead. Oh my God.
Okay, my chewing gum just fell out of my mouth.
Have you
That's
subbed
crazy.
to RDR though? Well, we haven't actually gone up any subs from last night. So unless he subbed last night,
Question.
or he subbed well before, I don't know. But yeah, he hasn't subbed
What's the
tonight,
wood
that's for
table?
sure.
What, the wood table? I just took the remote control to my TV out of the basement up to my
Right,
room.
somehow
Crazy.
How are people taking?
Somehow
Right,
it's
are we
full.
racing or
We
not?
filled. Yeah, we're gonna have to race them by the looks of it.
Let's go.
Oh,
I want to see people
No.
suffer.
Let's go.
Let me
Panam, I'm
quickly
surprised you didn't pick a track that had aeroplanes flying past.
Nah,
Rude
special
X.
effects.
Was the track already?
I'm gonna be right back.
Ooh, someone has just subbed. 438. Finally, we've gained 1 sub this evening. One is better than none, though. So
Wow.
thank you, whoever that was. Thank you very much. Remember, guys, if you're watching, you haven't already, hit sub as well, and also like the video for us. Thank you.
No, I'm commentating with you. I'm not racing on this track.
Okay, Keen's commentating. That's fine. I don't mind you commentating.
Kian, I will win this race for you.
All right.
I'd say surprisingly, it's actually gone now and had a full grid. Right, okay, so is everyone on? Is everyone ready? Should we just get this over and done with so we don't have to race this track anymore?
Yes. Yeah.
Get it over with. so
Yeah,
we
let's
can do
just
the
start.
GT
Let's just
start.
start qualifying straight away. Right, Keen, let's head on over to stream chat. Best of luck, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks.
There we go. And Kian, of course, commentating with me, has got his own access to the screen, so I'm going to screen share. But I will knock the face cam off, though, guys. There we go. Let's get into it. So, the first qualifying session here, then, at Autopolis. I think this is actually the first time that Autopolis has graced the Red Dragon Racing Stream screen. I certainly haven't chosen it and put it on before, and I've never been, or never streamed while in a different lobby. So let's pull the race info up then and get underway at Autopolis. Lino having a fantastic start straight out and onto the grass. That's not a good start. So yeah, let's just wait for everyone to do their outlap, see if anyone wants to bunch themselves, or see if anyone wants to bunch up and have a bit of a battle during qualifying, or if someone wants to give themselves... Oh, Semi having a bit of a spin there, that's not good. But see if they want to give themselves a bit of qualifying room. Let's see what happens. Lino and Plons plugging along in the Genesis and the Hurricane.
What are you doing, Loons?
Dogs underneath me.
Yaski and Zach actually currently battling. in qualifying.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Those that are joining in, we're just currently qualifying at Autopolis. We're just on board with Lino as we're completing the qualifying laps, or the out lap, sorry, to begin. So, Zach then out in first in the DHL R8. In fact, that's what we'll do. Let's go through and have a look at everyone's liveries, Kian. Starting out with the DHL R8, then how do you feel about it? I like it.
You know what? I actually do not mind it. It's nice. It's like German colours as well.
It is. It's not far off.
I do like Germany. My
It,
favourite country.
it's a very, very nicely,
It's
you know,
very
nicely
nice
laid out
DHL.
livery.
Yeah, I like the little writing on it as well.
Yeah.
On the brands. That
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
give me a little idea. Yeah,
I'm a fan of that.
nice.
Yaski then, obviously the bright white Manthe Porsche. It's quite clean, and I've always said this about Yaskis: is that
Wait.
there's not too much, there's not too little on it.
Look at his number board. It literally says DHL on it too. What is up with this DHL?
Hey, DHLs are a big sponsor of racing, apparently, especially in this
I
lobby.
think so. Yeah,
Plons then,
yeah.
just the standard livery on his Genesis. That's fair enough. Lino then, the
Sorry,
Michelin
Genesis driver.
Gallardo. What do you think on the Michelin Gallardo? Or not Gallardo, sorry, Hurricane.
I'm just gonna go back to plans real quick. I have to respect Genesis driver because Genesis is not hard to drive. It is not. So this might be his first time actually out in this instance.
Potentially. Very potentially, mate. Ooh, Ayrton throwing something different in the mix. A Z4 GT3, something we haven't seen for a while.
That's a stock livery.
It is stock livery.
Yeah. Z4, car I've never actually driven personally.
I've never driven it on this game anyway. I say, well, behind him,
neither
he's got
have I.
Freddy in the BWT AMG GBR. Nice livery as well.
I do like the BWT.
Yeah.
I do like that livery. It is nice. And ground.
It is
Semi
nice.
in the Orion. I had never seen this livery before.
Semi, what, Esports Orion?
Yeah.
It's a very nice livery on Semi's 911 RSR. I'll give him that. 21 people in, welcome guys. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button for us. And make sure you like the stream for us. Cheers, guys. Chris, though, in a
Can stream
Rothman's
hear me okay?
Porsche.
Is streaming here okay? I should need to double check.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they can. They can. I just checked.
But yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, the stream can hear you fine and say I've turned you up. But yeah, the
Perfect.
Rothman's livery Porsche. What do you think?
I actually, you know, what I kind of like in this game. is standing out to me is the rims are gold.
Yeah.
Noticed that, yeah.
Rarely, it's rare that you see colour on wheels in terms of the GT3 cars. Obviously, well,
Yeah.
you're a 147 just gone in from Zach. I have no idea whether that's fast or not, because no one likes this track.
I have no idea either.
There you are. So there's just two commentators commenting on a race that neither one of us have an idea about.
Nope.
And looking at it,
Judging
151s. I think a
by the
147 is
plans.
fast. I'd say a 147 is
judging by the
fast.
gap of plans, it seems pretty good. And especially with, well, actually, kind of judge off Semi.
Right then, so
No,
Coupe
no
4
offense.
with the Marlboro 4 or with the Marlboro 458. Big fan of that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Lockdown in another livery.
Yeah, Lockdown always goes for the Marlboro liveries. This isn't Lockdown, of course, though. This is Coupe 4. Welcoming those that are just joining us. Tavo in the E9X Vision Art. Or Tavo E9X in the 911 Vision Art, sorry. That's a really nice one. Ooh, we have Capassa in an NSX. That's a very nice PWR livery. Lockdown also in a Marlboro livery Porsche.
Yeah.
There he is. Seguro 91 has got a very, very interesting livery on his GTR, but I really like that. That's very, very smart.
Really interesting car. NSX.
Capassa, the NSX, I know. He's gone for the old school GT500, but look at the livery. The livery on that, something I haven't seen before, and that's gorgeous. It's a shame about his 1.5. He's not going to be doing much in terms of the qualifying times here. So let's jump on board then, back with Zach. Oh my god, people race here. Sliced? Apparently so. We're back on board with Zach then, who is our current pole sitter with a 147.067. Second behind him is Plons with a 147.834. What was that, Kian?
Plons actually going into pits. He's probably changing for fresh tires, I'm assuming, but
I don't see why he'd need to. It shouldn't have worn down too much.
Yeah,
So
no,
we're
his
about,
fronts are actually kind of...
we've ticked over halfway of the qualifying session though, so there's not too much time left for anything to change. Semi currently sat in the bronze position of the podium start positions here, third place with a 150.186.
I do know about Autopolis is that it is a... Okay, just watch Plons just onto the grass. Interesting.
Yeah, he was just getting out of the way of Semi, I believe.
Oh, well, there was no need to go cut some grass, that's your job, but...
I'm the track maintenance team personally. If someone wants to join in and take my role off me today, I'm not going to stop them. It saves me having got a track to do it.
But yeah, with Autopolis anyway, one thing I know, it is a tire killer. There's so many quick left, rights, tight corners, fast corners. It's just, it eats away at your tires.
Yeah, so it's certainly tyre heavy. It looks it as well.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, by the looks of it, it looks like it's mainly a left dominant track as well.
Yeah, it can be. But it's very like...
Oh, just quickly, sorry, Slady Extreme, the real Slim Slady in chat. My packet is on the road, DHL. Hello, Matt and the crazy drivers. Nice to see you, Slady. Obviously another long-standing community member just popping in. Are you racing with us tonight, Slady? I'm currently watching on board with Semi now as he's coming down. Lockdown's in the pits.
His tires. His tires are gone. His fronts are literally non-existent.
I'm yet to actually see, but if that's 4 laps in, we are definitely going to... Is that on the softs as well?
That is on the softs, yes. And 4 laps in, you'd want to be pitting lap 3. End of lap 3, you want to be coming into the pits to get optimal speed. Because mediums will last you that rest of the stint, but my word, any 3 laps to the pit is crazy.
Yeah, Semi tried to go into the pits, I think, but just couldn't quite make it.
There was a corner there.
So Yaski then up into 3rd place with a time of 1:49. Plons not able to dethrone Zach just yet, and obviously Zach with that 1:47.067. Holding top of the lobby so far. We'll see how that converts as we finish the round, or not finish the round, sorry, start the round after qualifying now then. Semi then down in 4th now. Freddie in the BWT. Sorry, what was that?
Zach here with a 147 flat.
147 flat?
When I'm watching him drive, yeah, 147 flat. judging by the way I watched them drive, I would probably say a 140, high 146 would be optimal around here, I'm assuming.
Oh, there we go. You heard it there.
Just based
146 could
where
very
I
well
can
be on the
see
cards
he
for
can
Zach.
make more time. He's taking that corner nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he is driving quite well. I think Autopolis is one that he's not. He's quickly becoming a nightmare for me, says Yaski. That's a shame. I'd say this track really isn't everyone's flavour. You have got to enjoy it to be able to race around it properly. I think Zach has spent a bit of time here before looking at his race, especially with how fast he's able to get here. Suzuka is the call from Slice randomly in the middle of qualifying. Not too sure why. Pre-firing suggestions makes sense.
So, you be racing tonight? Pan Am, I would have to decline on that. Group 4 racing is not fun.
Can we do Group 4 race evenings? I'm sure. We'll stick it in the suggestion box, see how everyone fancies. Yeah, because we do predominantly stick to Group 3. Joelville coming through with a 146.8 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Dropping Zach down by 0.2. Very fast lap there from Joelville. I think Zach's now just put the pedal down here in about that. Final lap for Zach. Can this lap...
Joelville's on his final lap too.
Joelville, yeah, they're both going to be on push laps there, but Joelville unseating Zach. That's pretty cool.
The one thing I'm noticing with Zach, right, he's pretty quick. The problem is that he's kind of revving his car, like accelerating through corners, which is not optimal at all. You want to brake and you want to put foot flat coming out of the corner, or else you will lose turning, speed, you know, all of that, because slightly like hovering is okay, but if you hover and then drop, you're actually losing grip and like, what's the word, it's like turning angle or something. It kind of pushes you wider when you do that.
Rotation is the word you're looking for.
Rotation is the word I'm looking for, yes. It kind of slows down your rotation and pushes you more wide when you do that. So,
I mean, well, Zach, of course, is part of an esports team that's run by Williams Racing. He does race in college as well. And obviously, as we can see, the times coming through here, he is quite quick here, so he does know his stuff. But yeah, and so especially from what you're saying as well, King, because you've got racing experience yourself. So that final lap then for Zach, he wasn't able to de-seat Joelvo off first place, who has pulled a blinder of a lap. And there we have it, the end of qualifying. So as it stands, we have Joelvo up in first place. Second place goes to Zach in the R8 LMS Evo, and then the Genesis there in third from Plons. Yaski, there we are, Slady saying nice Zach, and then Yaski in fourth place, in the 911 RSR, followed by Freddie in the AMG in fifth, Semi in his RSR in sixth, Lino then in the Hurricane in seventh, Ayrton in eighth in the Z4 GT3. It's nice to see that on the list. And then further down we have Sejiro in his GTR getting 9th position. Lockdown, unfortunately, there in his Marlboro livery Porsche, unable to do better than 10th. Tavo then in 11th position, and Cube 4 and Chris in the 458 GT3, as well as the 911 RSR in 12th and 13th. And then Capassa, of course, in 14th, but I think we lost connection to Capassa. We did.
Top 3 definitely sitting comfortable anyway. Once they can get a good getaway on lap 1, they should be comfortable for the rest of the race once they don't make mistakes. Because there's a 2.3 second gap to Joelvo and 0.9 Plons. So there's around over 1.2 seconds between Plons and Yaski. So unless Yaski can pull out a blinder here, looking like top 3 should be fairly comfortable, I'd say.
Well, as we know, though, Keane, anything could happen as we enter those first corners. Especially with here, the first corner being a pretty much right angle. Right, anyway, thank you very much for whoever subbed in the meantime while the camera was off. I can see that we're 1 away from 440 subs now. That'd be fantastic if we can get that. But, Keane, let's jump into the race. If you could you let me know what tyre compound we are running?
Yeah. So we have Semi with the race and softs, Zach with the racing softs. Plon's actually with the racing mediums.
Plon's going for the
So,
mediums. He could be looking at diving into
that's
the... Oh,
interesting.
Plon's with a very nasty launch in that Hyundai. Oh, that's terrible for
Fact,
Plons. That's pushed him
he's-
right down. What a shame. He was looking flying.
What's
Freddie
going
now on the
here?
attack of Jolvo on the inside. Freddie out of nowhere pulling himself in the beater. Oh no! Freddie's been punted off. Yaski now up in front.
I think Plon
What
here trying
happened
to go
there?
last or first here. Yaski into the lead.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there. Yaski managed to catch
Oh
the
my
lead
God.
on these 11 cars. I'm not too sure what's going on, but the top three have completely changed. Lino now in second place. Fair play. Greatly raced. Zach now down in fourth. Jolvo in third. Both of those looking to make a change.
Joel losing position to Zach.
Zach now up into third in that DHL R8. Looking to take the position back off Lino, which he does, up into second place. Jolvo now fighting for the position off Lino. Lino just shutting the door on Jolvo though. Let Zach pass, but not Jolvo. Jolvo now fighting past in his Porsche. Wicked racing straight away in Autopolis. I hate to say it. So then the top three as it looks. Oh, we've had a bit of a spin from Lino. Lino is out as the pack follows round. What a shame. Sejuro just making a move there up into 7th position on Tavo. Semi down in 9th position. What a shame. Yaski though.
A good gap to Zach.
Yeah, 9 seconds out to Zach. As soon as Zach does get in that slipstream though, he's going to be dangerous for Yaski. We know that. Yaski obviously wasn't the faster times around here. Zach can pull a faster time. Jolvo able to go faster again, and obviously we saw Plumes in the Genesis in second place. He just had that unfortunate start. May see a comeback from Plumes. Plumes is in fourth.
Up to the back straight.
That he has. He is now
slip.
0.6.
Dropping the gap quick. A move could happen. Yaski breaking the slipstream.
Yeah, Yaski's trying to defend off on the straight, but this wide track has plenty of room for that Audi to move into. He doesn't dive up the inside though. Yaski shuts the door on Zach there. Jolvo lurking in the background in third position. Further back from Jolvo though, we have got Plumes and then Sejuro and Semi. Semi's now climbed himself back up to 5th. Not too sure if anyone's pitted yet. I don't think we have seen a pit on the second lap in here.
No, we have not had it.
Oh, we have seen a move though. Zach is now back up into the lead of the race. Yaski not giving it in easily though. Ooh, bit of a push there to push Zach back out. Zach though hasn't lost much time yet. Yaski, or Jolvo, sorry, yet making the most of the move from Yaski, and obviously Yaski giving the position back to Zach. Plumes now in fourth, just rearing behind these fellas. He could make a move as well. Is he still on the mediums, Kian?
Yes, he is still on the mediums.
Well, yeah, he's looking to put a couple of laps distance between himself and the softs. Then, as we said as well, the softs are chewing through on the Autopolis track.
Yep.
Bond is a new driver to the stream. I'm not sure if he understands or knows there is a mandatory pit stop.
I think he does. I think Plons does understand there is a mandatory pit stop. Obviously, as we saw as well, those softs are only lasting maybe 3 or 4 laps, so you really are having to push the mediums further and bring a lot more strategy into it. Further up the pack though, Zach and Jolvo, are still in their own little battle for the lead. Jolvo looking to dethrone Zach as he did in qualifying. Plumes is nowhere to split the difference between them though, as he again had that unfortunate start. Yaski
and Jolvo though having good tyre wear on their tyres right now, coming into lap 3.
Are they both on the softs?
They are both on the softs, yes. Their tyres are not looking too bad. I was to guess it could be an end of lap 5 pit. These racing softs as they can keep them like that.
Oh, Yaski and Jolvo both going wide there. Jolvo losing a bit of time to Zach, now dropping out of slipstream range over a second. And Yaski now losing a further place to Plons, who's now found himself back onto the podium. Plons looking to get revenge for that terrible start that he had at the beginning. Flying around the circuit now.
Yaski has retired his car.
Yaski he's veteran this track. He said he just can't. That's fair enough. Semi now though up into fourth, just 2 seconds behind Plume. Plume is now 4.7 seconds behind Jolvo, who is 2.3 seconds behind Zach. Zach now, all he has to worry about is his tyre management and his strategy. When is he going to be bringing that Audi into the pits? Currently though, he's on a flying faster lap to look to dethrone Jolvo with the fastest lap holder this evening with a 1:47.2 so far. Slice has only ever driven it twice.
Zach's tyre is actually looking a lot better than Jolvo's at the moment. The Porsche is actually eating through those tyres. Audi actually not looking too bad.
There we are. So
Jovo
the
may have
Audi
to
managing
bit
his
earlier.
tyres much better with the balanced weight of the Audi. Jovo in that Porsche is struggling now. Which ones are going? Is it the rears that Jovo is now suffering on?
No, it's the front left primarily that is
Front
taking
left
most
for
of the
Jovo.
heating. It's about 3/5. No, sorry, 2/5, I would say, of the
Ooh,
way
bit of a
gone.
slide from Jovo, but he's
Whereas
kept it.
Zach's is looking like a quarter on the left gone and 1/5 on the front right. Bottom two, roughly
So-
1/6, I'd say, gone.
It's
That's
not
not
so
good
good.
then.
Looking
That's not
good.
good at all. I'm just
Jovo-
going to have
oh
a
my
look.
God.
Jovo dives into the pits.
But he hits the wall on his entry, taking damage to the front bumper and the front right tyre.
Maybe a little bit of
also
mechanical
1.5
damage
penalty.
there as well. Semi also into the pits from his softs onto the mediums. Zach, though, with his tyre wear, he is able to stay out. Is Zach on the softs as well, Kian? Yeah, you said he was, wasn't he?
Zach
Yes.
is on the soft.
Yeah, so Zach is making
And
those
his
softs
tyres
last
are
just that
looking
little
good.
bit longer. Plons is on the mediums, I believe, isn't he?
He is on the mediums.
Yeah,
yes,
so
so
Plons
on
in
the
second place, doing really, really well on the mediums. Waiting to pit. I think he might wait, and then he'll make the optimal amount out of those softs. He has raced really, really
would
well though. He
say-
started in second and had that terrible launch, but he has climbed himself back to his original starting position. Zach, of course, out in front in the Audi, consistency being key here with a 7.7 second gap to Plumes. Obviously, it would have been closer. However, Jovo here down in fifth with the 1.5 second penalty. He got that from where he entered the pits. So Sejiro now up into the podium position of third place. Not surprising that the front left
Avo
eyes were in
actually
first looking at the
making a
layout.
pit from mediums to softs, just there in the end of lap 3.
It's really not that surprising.
That is going to be difficult for him. I'd say coming up to the final lap, it will be looking bad on those tyres. Semi, the fresh racing mediums, those will definitely last to lap 8, no problem at all. Dino on the racing mediums as well. I'm not sure if he's actually made a pit or not.
I don't think
don't
Lino's
think
entered
he
the pits
has.
just yet.
Freddy as well on the racing mediums, looking good as well. Jovo obviously pitted, racing mediums. fresh.
Zach has dived into the pits from his softs. He's made them last half of the race and onto the mediums. It is now up to Plons to take control of the race. On those mediums, again, he hasn't pitted. Zach is about to exit the pit as well. Oh no, he's not. He's just getting his tyres
Sergio
changed.
Also getting the position.
Yeah, Sergio, there we are. So Zach is now on his way
hold
out.
on. There's going to be a move coming to T1. He's going for it.
Oh, so Zach coming out of the
Side
pits
by
looking to
side.
defend off, but that's looking tight. Zach now, of course, on the mediums.
Nice space.
Not too sure what tyres Sejiro is running on or whether he's pitted. I don't think he has. In which case, though, he is battling at the moment with Zach for that second place. Both too wide around this bend. Zach
should
giving
have
plenty
this
of
here.
racing room here. Nice and tucked onto the inside, and he shuts the door on Sergio. Sergio hasn't pitted from Slice. Thank you very much. Lino now diving into the pit from his mediums.
Ayrton did pit as well.
Ayrton pitted as well. Fantastic. Thank you for that. So now it's been a bit of a battle, but Zach has gained back the second position. He has 11 seconds now to Plons in first, but of course Plons on the mediums is yet to pit. That is going to cost him the position of first there.
Pit time
Sejiro,
here
though,
as well
looking to
is
pit
roughly
as well.
25
Or
seconds.
Ayrton went from soft to soft. Well, hopefully he didn't, because that's going to be a minute penalty if he did. He has to have mediums or softs on. Sejiro then in third place, hasn't pitted yet. He's got Jovo, who has pitted just, or not far behind him at all. So Jovo is going to be back up into the podium spots as and when Sejiro pits. If he doesn't decide to pit, then he will just be penalised at the end of the race, and it's no problem. Zach then, though, he's holding himself nice and steady. How's Zach tyre wear looking now on these mediums?
Zach's are fresh. Sergio, he has not pitted yet, but his mediums are still looking good. But definitely either end of lap 6 would probably be optimal to be switching to the softs, because then you get the most grip out of them.
And Plons dives
Yeah,
into the
Plons
pits on his
actually
medium,
into the
picks up a
pits.
1.5
With a
second penalty on the way
1.5.
into the pits.
No mechanical damage.
Yeah, Plons is not doing a last to first here, unfortunately, due to picking up that damage. That has cost him, but Zach and Jovo now back up into first and second place. Jovo, though, can he take that first position back off Zach? I'm not too sure if it's going to be on the cards for him. There's 2 laps left and 3.5 seconds between them, and as we know, Zach looking very, very calm here. He is not breaking a sweat around this track. Who ran wide?
Yeah, purple.
Freddy.
Freddie
fast
running
on
wide
track.
in 4th position. Has Freddie pitted, guys? Can we get a check on
He has
that?
not pitted yet, no. I don't believe he has.
Okay, so Freddie
His
potentially
mediums
one
are
of the
quite
last 2
worn.
pits. Semi has pitted, of course. Sejiro, has he pitted now? I take he may have
He
due
has
to...
pitted, yes.
He has,
and he's
fantastic.
taken 1.5. People are struggling with this pit entry. It is quite confusing as it
It's
is a slight
Zandvoort, basically.
chicane.
It's like
Yeah.
Zandvoort but harder.
So here we go then, Zach on a purple lap now on the mediums. Flying his R8 around the circuit of Autopolis here in Japan. Just 2 more laps to go. So, is this the leaderboard as we see it? Is this what we're going to be finishing with? Looking down, there's not too many people that are tied in any battles. There seems to be a bit of a gap between everyone. So far, we've got less than a second between Ayrton in the Z4 GT3 and Lino in that Michelin Hurricane. Something could unfold between these two. We'll have to stay on board and check. Just going to keep an eye on the fastest lap as well. See if Zach can do that time of 1:47.2 as he was purple when we were last on board with him. Lino then, just dropping out of a second on Ayrton Senna, so I don't think much is going on there as well. But I think everyone seems to be pretty fairly spaced out and also pretty...
And fastest lap by Zach.
Fastest lap, 47.1 dead.
1.71.
That is a lovely lap from Zach. Very consistent in that R8. But yeah, everyone seems to
Race
have
of
their own
mediums, that
little
is
bubble.
quite quick.
Racing Medium's looking to be almost optimal actually around Autopolis. He's gone best again. He's looking to do his time again. Zach now just chewing time away from that leaderboard as he's out in 1st. Extending that lead to Jovo further behind, who was only able to clock in a 1:47.4. 1:47.2 actually, second lap out was his fastest. Obviously that was the previous fastest lap until Zach challenged that last lap out. Zach, of course, now still on purple. Let's stay on board with the sector timer to see if he's staying purple sector 2. He is very fast in that R8. He is flying around Autopolis in it so far. Yeah, he stays purple. Fantastic run from Zach. He is looking good in this R8. Very comfortable indeed.
Freddie will be looking.
Jovo, though, having a bit of an off and a bit of an incident there on that turner. Corner, very, very wide indeed. He ended up in the grass, putting Plons just 3 seconds behind him. Zach now with an 8.4 second gap to the pro position behind him, out in 1st place. A dominant run from Zach in the R8. Of course, the first race that Zach has completed here tonight.
If Zach doesn't spin or makes a big mistake, then he should have this.
That's right, it should be in the bag for him, and with any luck, it is.
Jovo is not catching Zach. I'd say that is definitely a secure win for Zach, like you said, unless he makes a mistake.
Final lap now. Final lap with Zach. Let's stay on board with him. There's not much going on throughout the field. Lino and Ayrton are battling it out once again as they head towards the final lap. Let's just stay tuned with this and see if anything unfolds from it.
Jack has been slowly raising and dropping. It seems like Lino has gone a better line here.
Yeah, as Slicer said in the chat, it is a perfect drive here from Zach. From the start all the way to the finish. Plon's taking fastest of a 1:47.037.
Oh.
That's big stuff from 3rd place. Hello, I am Pro Pilot. I have possibility to join your race. Yeah, sounds good, Emax. Welcome into the stream. Nice to have had you in. Please feel free to hit that sub button and ring the notifications bell to be notified whenever we go live with a racing event or a car show, etc. So on the final lap then, we're just watching Lino and Ayrton battling it out for 7th position. Further up the field, we have got Zach, who's had a perfect drive in that R8. A very dominant run indeed. Perfect strategy as well with his tyres. Jovo in 2nd place.
There could be a last lap.
Oh, here we go. There's a move potentially. Lino on the switchback. Ayrton goes wide and Lino up the inside, taking 7th position off of Ayrton. Beautiful move by that Michelin Hurricane. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Shame, of course, for Ayrton in the Z4.
I'd say we go to Zach
Go to
somewhere
Plons.
to the last corner.
Go to Plons. There could be a last lap move here. It's a possibility.
Let's have a look. Let's go on top then and say, of course, Ayrton and Lino having that battle. Ayrton taking the place back off Lino. But further back down, here we go, coming to the final. Oh, Zach crosses the line in first. Well done, mate.
Jolvo has this. Well done to Jolvo.
Jolvo just defending off that Genesis as much as he can as he slides across the line backwards in second place. Plons then just behind him in third. Fantastic run from those. Freddie, though, of course, in the BWT AMG. Congratulations, buddy. Well done. Slice, ask him to like and comment on the stream. Ask him to like and sub in French. Semi then in fifth with Seguro right behind him in sixth. Ooh, Freddie down into sixth due to not pitting. That pushes Semi up into fourth, Seguro up into fifth. Ayrton then coming round the yellow flag final corner. These two once again battling it out across the line. Lino very, very close to Ayrton. Does Ayrton get that penalty? No, he doesn't. Lino and Ayrton coming through 7th and 8th just behind Freddie. Tarvo then ringing up the rear with a 1.5 penalty above his head, unfortunately. That's a shame. Scooter GP, welcome to the stream. I like this kind of stream. Gadget here. Ah, fair play. Welcome, Gadget. Nice to see you again. I didn't demand that he likes the subscribe Sliced. I didn't demand it. I asked him.
No.
He said demand.
It doesn't mean demand.
Well, it looks like it means demand.
In French.
Go on, be the 440th.
It does, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just in French. Demand is.
440.
It's pretty much asking like, can you sub?
44, I don't know.
Comment rejoin. Yes, we're at that already. Yeah, I'd say Slice, thank you. I corrected myself. Positions raid 1 though for Zach. Zach, a fantastic drive from yourself, buddy. Well done beautiful. Indeed. Let's go on over to the general then and have a chat with them all. Let's pull it up. Fair play, Zach. All eyes were on you for most of that, mate. What a fantastic run.
It's finally happened.
It was a phenomenal run from yourself. Oh, we've gained 3 today.
Yeah, Zach.
Oh no, 4. We've trained four Discord members tonight. Fantastic. Only had 2 subs, but 4 Discord members, so I'm happy. But no, fantastic. 2 subs closer to 250. Exactly that, buddy. But no, it was a fantastic run indeed from Zach. A perfect race all in. That R8 was very dominant around Autopolis, so well done. Zach, it's up to you now, buddy. Do we take another... Oh, and yeah, let's take my camera off actually and just quickly eye up the... Pardon me, and just eye up the leaderboard as it stands. So Zach, Jolvo, Plons in first, second, third. Well done, fellas. Semi, Seguro, and Tarvo then in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Freddie in 7th, Ayrton in 8th. Further back then, Lino, Yaski, and Lockdown were the 9th, 10th, and 11th cars. Obviously losing connection to Lockdown and Yaski. Anyway, next track then. Zach, it's all up to you.
Zach, please. Please. It's all about come on.
Right, if I'm honest, Zach, it's probably going to be the last run. If not penultimate, like second to last run, because obviously it's 10 o'clock now.
Right, so
Kyoto.
I can't remember the names of all the tracks. So I'm gonna let second place pick Jolvo. You're picking Jolvo, you pick Jolvo.
Zach, you can opt to have the random wheel brought in.
I want Jolvo to pick. He deserves to pick. I want Jolvo to pick.
Okay, Jolvo, it's your pick. You can either spin or you can pick a track.
Oh, I mean, oh, that's difficult.
Tough choice.
Willow Springs.
Oh yeah, Willow Springs.
I think I'm gonna choose the wheel.
Yeah. Oh yes!
Jolvo sends it to the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get behind a bit of wheel action. Let's spin it then.
Dear Mr. Wheel, please pick this track again.
If it lands on Maggiore again, that's fine. Oh no, it's Daytona Road Course.
Oh.
No.
Respin.
Lino, no, I didn't. Jolvo, would you like a respin?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, Jolvo would like a respin. Tell you what, let me just take Maggiore out because we have now done Maggiore, and also let's take. I didn't put Autopolis in. I refused. That's fine. Right. Anyway, let's spin it away.
The next will be.
I think actually Autopolis wasn't.
Suzuka.
Yes.
No, you're not having another respin. You're not having another respin. No, you're not.
Are these in GT2 cars as well?
No respin.
Are these in GT2 cars? No, they were going to be in Group 3.
No respin.
I mean, I probably might not even finish this race,
Group
Promise
four.
me
so I
group
don't know.
2.
Group 4.
You promised me group 2.
I know. I
I-
promised you Group 2. Well, do you want to do Group 2 as the last race? Then we'll do one more after we
Nah,
do
do Group 2 as this one.
Group 2 is this one.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm going to put it on offer then. Do we want to stay in Suzuka or do we want to go to the other side of Japan and go to Fuji?
Oh, that's so
Fuji.
Oh, yeah.
Fuji for some Group 2 then, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So guys, those of you that have just jumped into the lobby, apologies if you were looking forward to some great Group 3 racing. The
Well, it's
community
sliced in a little bit.
has decided
even
to
have a
switch
Group
it
2.
to Group 2. So
Don't
we're
we
going to
have
Group
a
2 for Fuji
Suzuka?
International Speedway.
Sliced, welcome. Congrats on joining the race. I mean, winning.
Thank you.
Oh,
It was the
fuck,
call.
Group 2,
It was the
okay.
call that we'd gone for last night, but it didn't translate. So we'll go for it again this time. We're just waiting for the route to be prepared.
Wait,
it may.
Do we have a
even
race
bug
after
out.
this
No,
then?
there we
Or
go.
is this the final?
Yes.
No, we'll do this as the final race because it's obviously it's 10
No.
o'clock and
I
it's
don't
late.
even have some Group 2
I
cars.
wouldn't say this was the least entertaining.
And I like this livery.
This is my problem: is you all want Group 2, but then everyone else doesn't have it. So there's like 6 people that actually have Group 2 and can run it.
Yeah. How
I mean,
much?
guys, feel free to
why
go.
we should do Suzuka.
Feel free to go and grab a. Feel free to go and grab some.
No. Feel free to put some Group 3 races.
I am sorry, guys. This is what the community want. They all wanted a Group 2 race around Fuji. We
No.
promised it last night. It didn't translate, so we'll do it tonight.
2 people wanted it.
Oh, come on, give me big gold.
This
Only
French
two.
accent.
Just 2 people wanted it. Lino has left. See, that's been we're now dropping members all because you wanted to go Group 2. This happens every time.
Well,
See?
you have to cut people
See?
And
sometimes.
these people don't have taste.
Yeah, Tavo Lopez doesn't have a Group 2 car. I mean, they're quite expensive as well, which is the problem.
And they
People
can't
jo-
do it.
I mean, we could have
People
picked.
join when I say
We
I
could have
quit,
picked
but
Group 1
everyone
though.
hates on me.
Emax, he's just joined in. He's now left because he hasn't got a Group 2.
Yes, a nice community race.
Yaski hasn't got a Group 2 either, I don't think. I have taste, but I don't have a Group 2, says Lino. Lino has exceptional car taste.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Everyone race.
Ladbrokes has managed to find a space, though, which is good. Or find a Group 2 car, sorry, which is good.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone was hating on me for choosing Autopolis, but in Autopolis actually people joined.
Yeah.
I know.
True.
No, I'll eat words on that one. Autopolis was actually quite a good race. To
See?
watch
Who
anyway.
chose Group 2? Who chose Group 2?
Man, we should do Autopolis more then.
In GT4s.
I mean, Zach,
Autopolis-
you're not
Nah,
going to
we
say
do it
no
in
because you
GT2.
won.
Well,
Autopolis
yeah,
GT4
I've done that
is
track
everybody.
quite a bit, if I'm
Autopolis
being honest.
GT4 is good.
Wait to start. Matt, what is your opinion on the new GT7 update and cars? Cars-wise,
Rubbish.
I think... I mean, the Civic was quite nice. Not like we've got
Where-
enough
where's
of
the
them
new
in
track?
the game. It was just really nice. Yeah, there was no new track, which would have been nice. Engine swap-wise, I think there was a cool engine you can drop in a Porsche now. You put a GT2 RS or GT3 RS engine in like an old-school Porsche, which I think is nice. Sejuro is on the live. Welcome. Have you subscribed, Sejuro? Have you subscribed? Lino is back. Hello, sir. Have you just bought a Group 2 car quickly
I'm
bought
not
it.
sure, I
Fantastic.
think I've
It'll be,
subscribed.
and say, well, obviously we've got BOP on anyway. Slice put sad face. Not too sure why Slice has put a sad
Brilliant.
face.
Lovely.
Hey, you want this race to be spicy? Put BOP off.
Yeah. Yes, I have. Lovely. Thank
Whoa,
you. You must have been the
yeah.
4th or 39th. Thank you very much. Is there anyone else watching that has not subscribed yet? If so, then please hit the subscribe button for us. Hit the notification bell so you're notified of whenever we go live. It'll be next week now if you're after racing, or tomorrow for a car show to finish off the streams for the week. We got
You know what I
11 people
realised? My
in-
mic is extremely loud on this on this stream.
Fucking
Oh,
shit.
it is now, yeah, because I'm back in this chat. I need to turn everyone back down. I only turned it up when I was doing the commentating for Kian, because Kian's mic's actually quite quiet on mine. I drove out of the F3 500A already, have 700 miles in it, and the Senna livery. Lovely. What is it based off? Is it based off the FW14?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that Cannon Williams, isn't it?
Yeah, it's based off that, but either way, it's
FW14.
it's a car I'm
Nigel
excited to have a
Mansell.
go of when I get a wheel back. Because yeah, the
14 should
suggestion was
go
put into the
the
Discord. By the way, if you haven't joined the Discord,
Yeah, who did put
pinned
that
in the comments.
suggestion in?
I think it's Panam. I wanna say?
Mm-mm.
No.
Huh?
Rolling Thunder, how can I join your lobby?
What?
It's
What?
Group 3, or not Group 3, sorry, it's Group 2 now. We had a quick switch up for the last race. It's Group 2, Fuji, 8 laps with a pit needed. First sub. Is that, yeah, you join the lobby by subscribing, and then you can join, of course. Be the 440th sub. It'd be great. However, yeah, there are a few spaces. It's Group 2 around Fuji for the last race tonight. And then that'll be it for the racing until next week. If you do fancy joining, feel free to. Like I said, there are 4 spaces available in the race right now. Should we jump in and have a look at some liveries while we're waiting to see if anyone else wants to connect? I'm ready subbed, says Rolling Thunder. Yeah, Rolling Thunder's ready subbed. I recognise the name. So then, let's have a look who we got. Zach then there we go. In the Monster Energy NSX. Kian in the CCR RS5 DTM.
Man, how do I compete now these two are here?
What was
Looney was hungry. Jovo then in the Castrol NSX. Zach Semi in the standard DHL Audi Sport livery RS5. Yaski in a nice, like, carbon fibre look RS5. Nice to see him in different look. Rolling Thunder has joined. Hello, sir. Plums in the GT500 motor livery. Very nice. Ayrton has also gone for the RS5 with an ADT livery. Nice. Ladbrooks is in a TS020, I want to say, Toyota. Either way, it's almost like a Le Mans looking car, but it is part of the Group 2 section, so it'll be interesting to see how that stacks up against the RS5 and the GT500 cars. Speaking of which, is Sejiro in the GTR GT500. Is that the standard livery for him as well? Let's have a look. No, I think he's put a bit of work into the livery, not the standard motor one. I'm interested to see now. Is it? Yeah, Zanavi. That's nice. I'm not so sure if that's the standard livery. I don't know what the standard one is. Either way, very nice. Big fan. Batty 7 in the Castro NSX. By the way, how's the RDR logo coming along? I can put my WEC or CC car because I already did the first race on it. I want to show the channel that got me back into sim racing. Gadget, you might have to private message me about that one. I'm not entirely too sure while I'm just doing this, but Rolling Thunder then out in a Lexus. Nice to see a difference, the GT500 Lexus and the gold design for that.
That's a standard livery.
It's all good, right.
Oh no, Yaski, that is a nice car.
Live spectator commentary on stream. I'd say it would be nice to hit 240 before we finish tonight, guys, if we could.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just surprised with how much of a bang this channel's come back with.
Oh, mate, we were coming back strong. We knew we were coming back strong. Deluxe is in as well. Ooh, we got 14
I knew that,
people.
but that's...
Finally. Rolling Thunder then. I like the fact that Rolling Thunder's in the Lexus though, not just pick the RS5 like everyone else. Or the NSX from Batty. It's an unfortunate penalty there.
And the NSX is the most powerful car in Group 2, so...
Yeah, well, we got the RS5, we've got the NSX, we've got some GTRs, and we've got that Lexus as well as the TS as well. Yeah, sure.
I actually didn't know it was the most powerful car.
The BOP is bullshit.
Oh, there we are. Batty's just seen it. He should be jumping in now. So time-wise then, Slice putting in a 128.6, Keane getting close to the 128.9. Currently Keane looking to beat that in the RS5 though, in the CCR livery RS5. Let's see what Keane can do on this lap. He is currently purple. Can he hold it out through this section? Oh, he has got Ladbrokes up ahead of him. Hopefully Ladbrokes doesn't impede him. Keane very wide on the exit of that corner. He's lucky if he doesn't pick up a penalty there, actually, for jumping over those track limits. I think he might have just gotten away with that.
Yeah, that was not track limits. That was not track limits.
Oh, and he's just behind on his time. He has lost a bit of time, though, through that section, unfortunately. It's not quite on him for him. Ladbrokes is getting in the way, I think, a little bit there, but of course, Keane's time doesn't really matter too much now anyway. He wasn't making that time back,
and just not show up.
So So then it's up to Jovo with a 129.2.
Jovo, I'm coming for you.
Right, by the way, guys, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have engine damage.
Wait, Joe, that's not.
Yeah, my tires are dead and the left hand was
Donuts.
also not the best. Just trying to find.
Just typing a message back to Sliced a minute.
Jovo, what's your time?
Huh?
21 or 20.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said that. Right, Gadget has now messaged me, great. So Gadget, I'll pick that up off stream if that's cool. Though.
Wait, you messaged me? Or who?
Yeah, I've just messaged you back in admin.
Okay.
So, ooh, Rolling Thunder putting his like what the hell is Zoe doing at Ferrari? Zoe is the reserve driver for Ferrari. So yeah, that's fair to say that he's not doing much next year. Although we can now say that he's driven for Ferrari at least. But yeah, Casper sat behind me, but there. She pointed it out.
Sure.
She pointed out and showed me. I don't know, like, Ferrari-wise, I don't know why Ferrari even bothered picking Zhou Guanyu. Like, realistically, out of all the drivers that were losing a seat, I think Zhou Guanyu is probably the worst one. Like, Franco Colapinto, for example, he hasn't got a seat next year now, has he?
Alpine
He's got
reserve.
He's Alpine reserve.
Ah, right, okay.
What do you have against Joe?
He's good. Just
He's
bad
He's
cars.
rubbish.
He got the only.
It's Danny C.
got the
Fan,
only
NASCAR
punches
Pro
down there.
driver.
No,
Any
no,
more
no.
races
he's
after this?
EE.
Unfortunately, this is the last run, buddy. But welcome
Trust
into
me.
the lobby, nevertheless.
I'm
No,
part
wait a minute.
Chinese.
EE
I know
driver.
Chinese people are not meant to be good at driving.
Man.
Yeah.
His SR is EE.
Oh,
I mean, he is a professional NASCAR driver, so that correlates.
True.
Yeah, so you can only turn left. Does that
and
mean-
this is a right. This is a right.
That left can't
right
be
turning
medium.
drag.
First one is a right turn.
Oh, my ankle monitor.
Who is Ankle Marty? Who's
Freddy.
Left front make a
Freddy?
right.
That's it.
Why is everyone just doing donuts?
Because they're waiting for, or they're
This
waiting for
race
this.
start.
My bad.
I
But
guess
don't
we're
worry about
watching.
it. Don't worry, it's all good. Live spectator comedy. If you want to jump in, feel free. Is there anyone else who
Right.
isn't racing tonight?
Besides, how much were you pushing on that lap?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Right, anyway, are we
The
ready to start
28.6.
qualifying,
I haven't
fellas?
driven these cars in a few
If
months.
there's anyone watching that hasn't already subbed, make sure you do so. You'll be the 440th sub for us. Be nice to take it over before we
go.
finish this race here tonight. We had a smash stream last night. It was 16 subs we gained last night. Which is incredible
35
stuff.
likes.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, well, it was 38 by the time
Oh,
that the stream
38.
ended.
Yeah.
38 likes. It was an incredible stream. We have just lost a member. Ayrton, unfortunately, has backed out. That's fine. It's Danny Fan. Are you jumping on track, Danny?
Because people are just going to start leaving.
Yeah, go on. Let's get going. Any more races tomorrow? None tomorrow. It'll be
Watch
next week
the
now.
stream.
Yeah, I
Who's
don't know if I'll be able to
chatting?
join tomorrow again. It'll be one of these whether I just show up randomly or not.
I was going to say turn it into stream, but he's left now, so never mind. Anyway, let's get qualifying underway. I'm going to shoot on over to the Streamcom channel, and I shall speak to you all in a bit. Good luck, guys.
Right.
Have the best best of luck for the last run. And Panam has joined me in the parliamentary box once again. I'll check my screen on for you.
Oh yeah, thanks.
There we go. Right, so let's bang the face cam off and the race info on. Let's get qualifying.
I think it's actually good that we have a slice there instantly now.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Let me turn you up slightly so that the stream can hear more. Right, there we go. Should be able to hear
It's
Panam
like-
just fine in the commentary box with me now.
Hello. I think if Sliced gets a lap done without any traffic and interruptions on the lap, then he will definitely be BP1 by definitely a bit.
I completely
It's
agree.
close, yeah.
I think there's definitely I think there's definitely the potential for Slice there. He's having a bit of a fight with it.
Oh,
Someone's gone round there, so Batty 77 is out. The one thing I will say though for Slice in his qualifying time is he's looking a bit bunched up right now. He's not
Yeah.
looking too. He's not looking too. Oh, there we are. He's just decided. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to stop and wait.
What is your prediction for the first 3 positions?
First 3 positions, okay. I think Zach is going to be up there. He had a very, very strong one in Autopolis. I think Zach's going to be up there. One-shot quali.
Yeah.
What do you mean one-shot quali, Graphic? But yeah, I think Zach's going to be in the top 3, Sliced for sure, and then I think Kian as well. There could, again, potentially be some faster people. Kian's about to start his first attacking lap. And he's then followed down by Zach.
Watch us, Slice is going to impede that into turn 1.
Semi incoming crossing third to start his attacking lap. Further back then we have Yaski, Lino, Plons, and then Batty 7. Sajiro 91 in his GTR also starting out his first qualifying lap. So yeah, it's just going to be after this one now. Let's see where we position. Again, I'm going to lock in my my vote, and I think it's going to be, I think, Sliced on pole, Kian second, Zach third.
That's what I wanted to say. I agree with that.
It's a fair vote, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know how Zach performs here around Fuji. He's very fast on Autopolis and a lot of other tracks. Could see the same here for Fuji. We're not too sure. Kian doesn't have much of a gap. He's got Sliced ahead of him, but we know Zach or Sliced isn't going to cause a problem. No one's looking to impede Kian on his lap here. Zach as well, he's got a decent gap on his lap. And Semi the same.
I think, yes, Kian and Zach are quick, definitely. Quicker than me. But I think Slice just that little bit extra top speed and stuff, more knowledge of the track.
Yeah, we have just lost connection to Batty 7, so it's just going to be a 12-car race. But that's no problem. The 12 cars that are in are thundering down, finishing off their laps. Kian's first lap then as a benchmark for...
What is the benchmark? 128, maybe? 128.8.
A 128.8 as the benchmark. Who can do what? Zach then coming in 0.5 after it. Semi coming through not much faster. Yaski pushing Semi down 1, getting him into third. Yaski is second off Kian pace though. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
1 lap quali or a full quali? Oh no, it's 10 minutes of qualifying. 10 minutes of qualifying. So Plumes and Lino then. Plumes in 4th. Plumes could look dangerous here for the top 3.
5th, because Rolling Thunder goes up to 4th.
Ooh, Rolling Thunder. Ooh. Very close indeed. Yeah, Rolling Thunder and Plons could look dangerous for that top 3 as predicted. I'll say we haven't seen much. Plons was very, very fast in Autopolis as we saw. Ladbrokes, though, pushing up to 4th as well in the TS. Oh no, he's changed from the TS. He's gone for a Red Bull NSX now.
Slash is going to finish his lap in a bit. Let's see what he can do.
Jovo up into 2nd place with the 129. Fantastic lap from Jovo in the Castrol NSX. It's just 0.4 splitting Kian and Jovo, and then 0.1 splitting Zach and Jovo.
What can Slash do? Last corner now for him.
Who's on last corner? Sliced bread? Yep. Oh, so here we go. Here is the one that could...
That looks great.
3 section practice, on for a 1 lap quality, so out lap, and then attack Sunday race. No, we're not going Endurance Cup. And there it is, Sliced up on 1st place. So as predicted so far, Sliced is correct, Kian is correct. Zach now also correct in 3rd place. He wants to make it happen for the commentators. That's a very, very close time, isn't it, between those two? Obviously, they're in the same car, so it's down to the drivers and their brake balance.
Yeah. Ladbroke and Rolling Thunder also very close.
I think Kian's just gone purple, though, on his first sector.
Could be. Because the first sector's only turn 1 and 2.
Sliced into the pits. I think Sliced is happy with that 128.3. If I'm honest, it's going to be a lot of work, actually, for the rest of the grid to get anywhere close to that. Sejiro then coming through with a 135. I think he can do a lot better than that.
I think those that should go out again, because it's only half a second.
Yeah, Sliced is off out again. He's got time. He's got another lap there. Rolling Thunder down in 7th there, just behind Sliced. And Ladbroke up ahead in 6th. So then these two. Let's watch Kian come across the line then. Let's see if Kian's time can do anything different. And I'm sure he has got Zach just behind him as well. Let's see how what unfolds here. Zach is just behind him. So Kian then, can he unseat Slice from 1st place? It's a 128.3 to beat. We're not sure where Kian's time is.
Nope.
He can't do it on this lap, unfortunately. He stays second place. Zach, though, can Zach do it? No, he goes 129th.
Nope.
Jolvo now. Can Jolvo do anything about that lap time? Can he unseat Zach in third? Not too sure what's going on. He's 0.9 off the pace. I don't know whether he's got it. I mean, Jovo's on an out lap, so it's not going to be done this lap. Should have checked that first before spending 10 seconds commentating on it. Yaski then in the blacked out RS5, flying down past that first corner off his out lap. Can this lap be the one for Yaski? Let's check his first section timer then. How's he stack against the rest of the grid? He doesn't go purple, but he's 0.007 off his best time. He could potentially unseat Jovo with a nicer lap, but no, he's retired that lap. That's fair enough. Jovo then, he's on an out, or he's not on an out lap. Sliced is on another attacking lap. No, he's not. He's on an out lap. Why does that move over for him then?
I don't know. Maybe he spun on the first out lap and destroyed his tires too much or something.
Maybe so. So yeah, either way, Zach has let Slice go through, and Zach's on an out lap as well. So that's why he didn't do much. So Jovo then, Jovo is now starting his attacking lap to see if he can do anything different about this leaderboard. I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, so far we've predicted the top 3 correctly to the T.
Yeah, so far. But it's only 400 as well between Jovo and Zach.
So Kian now on his out lap. Yep. Hopefully he backs off a bit and doesn't disturb total Jovo now on his attacking lap. Kian's just had a bit of an off there. I saw that behind.
Yeah.
How does it stack for... Ooh, so Jovo is looking improved. If he keeps on this pace, he definitely is going to be unseating Zach in third position. Zach, of course, not happy about this, and he's looking to now finish off his out lap and do another attacking. We'll see how that translates. Jovo, though, just through the midsection, bit of a slide in that NSX, just fighting to keep it clean, but keeps the gas down all the same. Ladbrokes is also 0.5 behind, but he's just picked up a 0.5 penalty, so it won't be this lap for Ladbrokes if he's to change the leaderboard at all. Jovo then, he's 0.4 off this time. I don't think this lap is going to be the one for Jovo, unfortunately. No. Sliced, of course, he's on his first attacking lap as well. He goes fastest again on his cook lap here. Let's stay on board with Slice. Let's see if he can put the fastest lap in. He's nice and tight around that section. Into the middle sector. Now, this is where Jovo just had that slip and cost him the time.
Yeah. Who's
Slice got in front of him? He is Lino. Lino is going to have to move out the way for Slice, I think. Let's not have any impeding here. A 129 from D-Locks, pushing D-Locks up into 6th place. Yaski in the pits is going to have to come out and do something if he wants to go further than 7th in this race.
Yeah, no, there's not enough time to do another one.
Slice just clipping that cone there. He is flying. Lino is now right in the way. Hopefully Lino can move out the way. Of course, Lino, does just slip out of Slice way, not causing Slice any time problems. And now round the final bend for Slice. Ooh, little bit of a kick there from that NSX for Slice, but he's held it nicely. Coaxes it round that final bend and onto the straight, and now it is all down to the power of the car. Can he beat that 128 that he previously set? It is looking good for it. Oh, no, it's a 128.4, so still a lightning quick lap faster than Kian's best, but it doesn't unseat his own lap time of a 128.3. Very, very close indeed, though. A 128.3. Oh, the second lap out is saying that he did beat it at 123 or 123.22. He is gone faster again, though. He's gone faster again. That's fine. Kian is also on a cook lap potentially. Let's jump on board with Kian. He is giving it guns, so he hasn't ruined his time just yet. Let's check this sector timer and see where he stands. This is, of course, his final attacking lap. He is better by 0.2. It'll give him a bit of a gap from Zach, but Zach is also on a push lap. Lino once again in the camera, but not for the way that we'd hoped for it. Lino just being the back marker here that's catching all these big guns out of the front. Jovo unseats Zach! No way, so the top 3 has changed. Last lap from Jovo. Once again, we saw this happen earlier on. Jovo pushing himself up further. Zach now having to find 0.19 in his lap to be able to unseat Jovo back. It's the exact same gap between between Jovo that it is for Ladbrokes. That's an incredible time in feet. Don't see that very often. Anyway, Zach piloting it around the final corner now. What can Zach do with his time? I didn't see his sector timer to see if he is faster or not. But he still seems to be giving it full guns. Hopefully Zach can push up just so that we're right. If not, Jovo has gained himself a 3rd place next to Zach on the starting grid.
I don't think.
I don't think it's happening. No, it's a 120. Oh, it's very close, but no, he doesn't change his time. It's a 129.224. Unfortunately, not enough to unseat Jolvo from the third position. So we were just slightly wrong there. Jolvo making the commentators incorrect. Deluxe then isn't on a push lap. Who else? No.
It's nearly the same gap between Kian and Joe as well. It's only 2 milliseconds off. 188.
Oh yeah, 188, then 190, 190.
Yeah.
Well, that was a wicked run from those fellas. That's a very, very fast run. Let's jump straight into the race, though. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run from everyone. But best of luck, fellas, in the race. Here we go. So it's Sliced, Kian, Jolvo, Zach, Ladbrokes, Deluxe, Yaski, Rolling Thunder, Plons, Lino, Semi, and then Sejiro as your 12 cars running. Let's jump onto it.
Sliced then on the right side, on pole, Kian on the left.
Kian having the optimal position going into that first corner then.
Depends on the start.
Tell you what, let's jump on board with Zach, actually, for the start. Let's jump on board with Zach. He's far enough back so we can catch what's going on here, both ends.
The lights ahead of the drivers, and we go racing.
Lovely launch from Zach, if I'm honest. He's capped that lovely. Kian, though, not challenging too much on Slice. Kian on the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact between Slice and Kian. Both keeping it equal, though. Kian, though, just forcing himself forward thanks to that inside line. Zach now up into third.
Also the inside line, both drivers on the inside line.
Oh, Zach nearly making contact there. And then receiving contact behind from Jolvo. Let's drop back down to Jolvo's cam now and see what's going on from the inside of Jolvo's car. Can see the top three leaderboard there. Sliced all over the road, defending off of Zach, but also still attacking Kian. Bit of a position for Slice right now.
Could you go one cam further, please?
Or would you like to go one further back, as in Yaski?
No, like one outside cam.
Ah, the outside cam. Yes, let's go back over to our cinematics. So, the top five then from Yaski up is Jolvo, Zach, PhD, or PhD Sliced, and then Kian up on top as we're finishing off this first lap. Yaski just staying relatively competitive with Jolvo, just 0.5 out on him, and then Deluxe just a second behind. Rolling Thunder, though, just making a move on Deluxe as we look in the camera, but Deluxe taking it back.
Kian goes around.
Oh, Kian is out and out of the race. Sliced Bread up into first. Zach now behind him, taking that slipstream with Jolvo. It's a 3 NSX run for the top three. Yaski also joining the podium battle, fancying a bit of the action. Looking for that slipstream as well. And then just behind that, we have got Rolling Thunder, who's dived in. Deluxe has gone for his brilliant racing. Kian, you're going to have to take that up with Slice, my man.
Dino and Ladbrokes fighting. Slice down to third, up to second again. Zach went past.
Yep, Zach and Slice having a bit of a battle. Slice now just dropping in behind Zach. Flicking himself right over very quickly to make some danger move on that inside line for Zach. However, Zach read it nicely and shut the door on him. Still holding a 0.5 gap out to Slice. However, both Slice and Zach now pushing themselves forward almost a second from Jolvo in third place. Kian, that was unfortunate, mate. You were racing fantastic. I'm not too sure what happened. We are going to have a look back at it again. There's a few things we're going to have to look back at, I think, from tonight's racing. Yeah. But anyway, Zach 0.5 ahead of Slice now. Slice isn't going to be happy with that. He wants that first place back, I am sure. And Jolvo also staying competitive with them all. He's staying at the back in third position. He's gained a 2-second gap now to Yaski. But Yaski is now also falling fire from Rolling Thunder, who is making the move at the inside. Rolling Thunder is making some serious moves here. Second lap in, of course. He's just pushing Yaski. He's going to be right on him now as we enter this straight. Fantastic racing just into the slipstream, down into this first bend. We could even see a move from Rolling Thunder on this first bend. We're not too sure. Yaski, though, diving into the pits with Rolling Thunder behind him. Semi, Ladbrokes stays out. Lino goes for the pit line, but then also stays out. Pylon stays out. Oh, did they all stay out?
Yeah.
Oh, they all stayed out. I thought they were going into the pits as they cut into the line.
Yeah, technically that's not allowed. Technically that would be a penalty, but...
Yeah, we'll allow it though. Ooh, bit of contact with Zach and Sliced. It's all heating up at the front. Zach still maintaining his lead, but Sliced is all over him. Neither one wants to give this battle in at all, and Zach is holding that first nicely.
That's helping Jovo though. They keep fighting. That's helping Jovo get back.
Absolutely. Jolvo is hanging in the distance, waiting for a mistake from one of the top two, and he very nearly had it handed to him. Sliced and Zach are all over each other here. There was a little bit of contact at the very start of the lap, second corner in, or just in between first and second corner. Sliced looking either side of Zach. No matter where Zach looks in his mirror, he sees Sliced Arta NSX. There's nowhere he can go. He has to just stick on his line, keep the tight on the inside, and that's his only options. Slice having a bit of a slide there, leaving him at risk for Jolvo, but Jolvo unfortunately picking up a 0.5 penalty. That is a shame. Jolvo was really competitive staying with the boys here. Slice going a bit wide. That's mean Jolvo could have been even making a move on Slice here. See, he's up into second there, but Sliced on the switchback will take that, and of course the penalty line, then we'll see Jolvo sitting back 0.5. He's not going to drop back as far as Yaski, 3.4 seconds out, but Yaski is still under attack from Rolling Thunder, with Ladbrokes and Semi behind. Ladbrokes now falling trapped to Semi. Semi moves up into 6th place, chasing Rolling Thunder for 5th. And there is also Plons and Lino, once again battling it out in the Motel GTRs. You'd think if these two were to be in a team, they would be helping each other out, but there are no friends here in Fuji. Plons keeping the gap ahead from Lino. Lino backing out a little touch there, but then Deluxe and Sajiro ringing up the rear. Now, Zach and Slice both have picked up a 0.5 penalty, meaning Jolvo now has got an attacking chance for the lead. Now, also, I have got to remind you guys, race fans, that the top three have not pitted yet.
130R, the corner. Into the Dunlop corner, that's the hairpin. The 3 guys up front.
Okay, so there we go. We're back on board number 19, Zach, in the Monster Energy NSX. Followed very closely, of course, by Slice and the Arta NSX. Now, the penalty line approaches. Both of these fellas up front have got a penalty. They've got a 1.6 gap to Jolvo. Jolvo either backing off there or just losing a bit of race pace himself. These two, of course, stay very competitive to each other.
Jolvo, that might be a penalty for Jolvo, as they go through the Panasonic corner onto the start-finish straight.
I don't know. I don't think Jolvo's picked up a penalty there. I think he's managed to keep himself clean. Yaski hasn't. Oh, but then we have Semi having a big lock-up and a full at the back. Just having to now battle Lino for 9th and 8th. So then further up the field, now that those two have served the penalty, Jolvo is very much back in this podium battle. Of course, they haven't pitted. There's going to have to be a pit side fault or pit for one of them. Jolvo making himself known in Slice mirrors. Slice now having to defend more than attack. Zach starting to make a bit of a run from it. Obviously, Jolvo there looking at the inside of Slice, not going to make the move there.
More Jolvo very close to the second, sir.
Oh, very close indeed. It's a roughly equal gap between the top three now. And obviously then a 3 second back further to Yaski in 4th position.
Yaski's having a lonely race.
A lonely race indeed. A 0.5 second penalty for Lino, unfortunately, which is going to put him in the claws of Semi as he crosses the line. Deluxe is slowly but surely catching up, obviously, from his pit stop. He is going to see some positions handed back to him as the cars further up the field start to come into the pits. Rolling Thunder then, not so sure what's happened to him, but he was looking very competitive before. He may have died into the pits. And then Sajiro, I'm not so sure what's happened with his race either, but it hasn't gone too well. So back on board with the top three then, because this seems to be where the action is right now. We've got Zach out in front, keeping his lead from Sliced, who is eagerly hunting for a back. Jolvo goes up the inside. Beautiful move from Jolvo. He places himself there. He's next to Sliced. It is a battle and a half from these two, between the silver and the bronze. All the meanwhile, though, Zach is sliding off ahead. Slice cuts himself into the pits and goes for the undercut on Jolvo and Zach. Jolvo now up into 2nd place, chasing down Zach with a 0.8 gap.
Into Daiichi corner now. Turn 1, Daiichi.
Yaski gaining 3rd position, though. He's now looking competitive. So, I mean, 4.4 seconds out from Jolvo. And he has got Ladbrokes just behind him there. Only 1.2 seconds out. Behind Ladbrokes goes Plons, and then behind Plons is Semi.
If Deluxe pitted, he's ahead of Slice right now. Did Deluxe pit?
Deluxe has pitted, which means that yes, he is technically up one up on Slice. I'm not too sure if Rolling Thunder has pitted. I think he might have. Lino then obviously, and then Sajiro. I'm not too sure what's happened to those two. Now Zach has managed to gain a 1.4 gap there over Jolvo. Again, Zach hasn't pitted, and neither has Jolvo, so both of these are going to try and find a gap to pit into beforehand. Yaski hasn't pitted either, I'm afraid. And Ladbrokes is now also making Yaski very worried in... Oh, no! Yaski's had a bit of a moment. Was that contact from Ladbrokes? Ladbrokes will get a car contact penalty if it was. However, I think it might have just been a bit of unfortunate driving on Yaski's behalf. Ladbrokes then, in the Red Bull NSX, is now up into third. Of course, pit stops are due to change the leaderboard as it stands, but we'll see what happens. Jolvo just coming across the penalty line. He's tucking in right. Zach vips into the pits. Jolvo follows suit. The lead will now hand over to Ladbrokes if he carries on. No, he doesn't. He stays in the pits as well. It goes over to Plons. Whether Plons has pitted or not, though, it's a mystery, but he will now come out on top of Zach, Jolvo, and Ladbrokes.
I don't think he has.
This is the question now, though. Is Sliced Bread going to undercut all three cars? Zach looking to come out of the pits. Zach is out of the pits. He doesn't undercut Zach. He just undercuts Jolvo. Opening the battle back up for these three again, except this time it's not a battle lead-wise. It's a battle from second, third, and fourth. Of course, with Plons waiting to pit. But as it looks, though, Deluxe does have the optimal strategy there after pitting the first lap from the mediums onto these onto the softs. I believe so. That was a very, very close call there on that. So, there it is.
There we go.
I'm not surprised, but of course Zach has also picked one up as well. That puts Deluxe in a bit of a better position, though, in that camouflaged NSX.
Yeah, also Jovo. Jovo has gotten one as well.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So, there we are. The third, fourth, and fifth cars have all picked up 0.5 penalties, so that's going to see their positions dropped. Deluxe, though, in second place here. He is driving very nicely.
He might have it. If Plons did not pit, then Deluxe might have it.
I don't think Plons has pitted. I can't remember a time that Plons had gone that far ahead. If Plons has pitted, then absolutely of sure. Why the people want to drive Group 2 BOP is awful. I don't know, and I apologise, but it's what the gang wanted. So Plons 6 point. Plons now diving into the pits himself for his pit before the final lap, which puts us back in front of with Deluxe now out in front. This is not the number one position I'd predicted. He wasn't even on the front two rows. It's an incredible drive from Deluxe in the camouflaged NSX. So now Deluxe leading the pack, 2.5 seconds behind from Zach. Zach and Slice having a battle for second and third position. Slice just gaining the edge there. Lovely inside move. Zach having no option but to drop in behind or Slice there. Deluxe, though, 3-second gap out onto the final lap. Fair play to him. What a fantastic drive from Deluxe. Beautiful drive indeed. Obviously, Slice now is just 0.5 ahead of Zach. Zach then's got a 1.4 second gap back to Jolvo, and only then a 1.8 gap to Rolling Thunder, who's got an unfortunate 0.5 penalty, but it won't affect too much. And there's Plons obviously in 6th after his pit. Putting him ahead of Ladbrokes, though, who we did watch jump into the pit, as well as Lino, who has pitted, and Sejuro, who I'm sure has pitted as well.
I think let's go to Deluxe for the last sector.
Yeah, so let's finish it off with Deluxe then. Sliced and Zach have both had a decent run, but by the looks of it, the camera is all on Deluxe. As he finishes off the final two sections, go on Panam, take him across the line.
As he goes into the Panasonic corner, the final corner of this beautiful racetrack here in Fuji.
2-second gap, may I add?
Yeah, 2-second gap. And he will cross the line in just a bit. Just give him those few seconds.
As he heads on the weave, first place for Deluxe, second place for Slice, third place for Zach. Congratulations. Jolvo coming across in 4th, and well done for Rolling Thunder coming in last minute at 5th. Next up then, it is Plons, who is just heading up towards that finish line as well, followed then closely by Ladbrokes in the Red Bull NSX. Further back behind him, though, there is Lino, who's just having to slow down for a 0.5 penalty. However, he isn't really at danger of losing the pace there to Sejuro, unfortunately down in 9th.
He's just having fun. He's just having fun at this point.
But there on screen, guys, are your top 3. There is Deluxe in the laser NSX, followed then by Sliced in his Arta NSX, and then Zach in the Monster Energy NSX. Further back then, Jolvo in the Castrol NSX, and Rolling Thunder in the Gold RC500. Plons then in the Motul GTR, followed by Ladbrokes in the Red Bull NSX, and then Sejuro following up in the Zanavi GTR to finish. Fantastic race though, guys. There was a fair bit of contact and some things going on there, so let's just bring the replay up from that race. There we are. Bring the camera back as well. Unfortunately, though, guys, that was the last race this evening, as we now ticked over to 10:30, and it is late in time for me to jump off. It was a great race, though, guys. Honestly, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself again tonight.
Let's go into general too.
Yeah, let's go into general, and let's bring the... Head on over to general. We'll start there. Okay,
Hello.
so now that we're back in general, okay, let's never do Group 2 again, please. Sorry, Yaski. Can we get a
Group 2 were
stewards
fun.
really fast? I was going to say, yes, I'll do a bit of live stewards with you now.
I want to see what happened between me and Kian. Because I'm not sure if I hit him or he's spun
I want
out.
to see who took me out.
Right, so I want to know first, what do we want to review, what races, what laps, etc. As long as you guys can remember that and you all have your own timestamps that we can have a look at.
Maggiore turn to...
Guys, though, if
Well,
anyone
that-
is watching, you haven't already subbed, please make sure to do so. Push us to 440 subs before we clock off tonight. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
If not, I am happy staying on
So, can you remember where me, you, and Kian had that nice little... I think it was lap 1, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I'm
Well,
honestly,
lap 1 at end, I
I'm
think.
hoping you guys can fill me in, because I'm not entirely sure.
I think it were second to last corner on lap 1.
That's last corner, yeah.
What race now? As in that race?
Yeah, that one.
Right, ta-da, Liam,
I
Lino,
slightly
thank you very
tapped
much for
him.
joining. Are you
Let
going to
him
be
keep
there
his spot,
tomorrow
and then he
to?
gets mad at me for
Are you
some
going to be there
reason.
tomorrow for the car show? If so, we'll see you there, buddy.
I think he spun, but I feel like I have tapped him a tiny bit.
I want to know what.
So I've got the Maggiore replay. I've got the Roadway Atlanta replay from yesterday. Oh no, so I've literally got Maggiore and Fuji from tonight to have a look back on. So yeah. Right, let's check Fuji.
I want to know what happened in Maggiore turn 2 because Kian and me both spun there, and I want to know.
Yeah, Kian spun
Right,
into you.
so let's jump on board with Kian, and it was the penultimate corner, wasn't it, from you two?
Yeah, right near the end.
Last corner, I think.
Yeah, last corner.
It wasn't this lap, was it? It was next lap.
Yeah.
Or was it this lap?
It was there.
This isn't Kian.
No, this is Zach's point of view, so we can see it.
Yeah.
Right, now,
Yeah, no, you've gone
straight
past
away,
it.
I can see that there's a
Yeah.
little bit of... I can see there's a little
Yeah,
bit of contact
he
there.
kept his spot though. I didn't pass him, so I don't know what he's mad about me for.
Right, let's jump on board with Slice then. Right.
That Super GT Arca car.
And
A
we
little
now
bit of
take
contact
over
there.
the
Zach
cruiser.
slips up the inside, and ooh, by the looks of it, Zach is the contact maker there with Kian. Let's look at it from Kian's
I
point of view,
don't
because
know.
Kian is the one that ultimately had it worst off. So Kian's coming here. There is a bit of contact there from Sliced. Sorry, itchy nose.
I'm just saying, I've never seen a car go flying that much off such little contact.
I know, but Kian either way, he nearly lost it out, but he's tucked it back in as he heads up to this bit now.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's fair enough if I took him out on
Zach,
my blame, but
unfortunately, there,
No.
looking back, it
No, not
does
him.
look like, I don't know, it looks like there's contact there.
Look at Kian. He turns in a mile before the actual corner.
Right, let's have a look at Kian's inputs then. So yeah, he's
Gets
kept
here.
it there.
Corrects it.
The thing is, I think Zach has been the one to make contact first there. I think Zach has made...
The
Like,
turn
right,
doesn't start for another.
right. Sliced makes contact after this turn here, there, as we see. It's a very, very, very slight amount of contact that knocks Kian off course, and he corrects himself. Slice doesn't take the position, Slice stays behind, as we can see there.
Zach.
Now here,
Zach has to take advantage of that.
Zach goes to take advantage of Zach goes to take advantage of the contact between Sliced and Kian having to correct himself and tucks himself
well,
up
the
the
thing where I
inside.
thought they were all going to run wide because that's the line.
He is not leaving any space to Zach. I
Just
wonder
check
if...
steering inputs.
I mean, we can see here, Zach doesn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
I mean, just check steering inputs. He's
Zach
turning
doesn't have
in
anywhere to
before the
go.
corner.
Kian has...
I saw.
Is he...
With the line Kian was taking, he'd hit the orange barrier.
The line Kian's... I mean... We have got to remember this is just after the contact's been made here, which means that the
But
back
look
end of
before,
Kian's...
he's already turning
Right, slice. The back end of the car... Yeah, he's already turning in, but look, his wheels here... His wheels aren't turned.
check the steering inputs.
I'll check it now, but what I'm saying is Zach's contact on Kian here has pushed the back end of Kian's car out and pointed it slightly more towards the right than what it would have been initially. So if we, again, go back to the race now after we come out of the camera
just said
zone...
he had no idea he was there, so it's lack of awareness.
He had no idea he was there. I mean, look, there's definite contact there. We can 100% confirm the contact
that is lack of awareness.
Zach. Kian is turning slightly right. Kian is turning slightly right.
I mean, I were expecting him to turn because normally you'd run out wide, wouldn't you?
Not even if you defend.
Well, let's check here. So Kian.
Yeah, but he said he's going to defend from slice, but even then, that's too early.
Yeah, it's just lack of awareness.
Okay, so slice, little contact on the inside there. Kian snaps to control it. As he right. Now, I know what you're saying, that there wasn't any room for Zach, but also look at how little time Kian had from the end of him, the end of him recovering from the contact with Sliced to then get himself back on board. I don't think he could have given Zach much more room there anyway, before he had to get himself... Right, Kian, chill out, mate, we don't need to be like that. But before Kian can get himself set up ready for the corner, he didn't have enough time before the contact then from Zach. I think it genuinely might just be a case of an unfortunate series of racing incidents. Again, we'll go back and we'll check it from here. We'll check the inputs. He's turning left. Slice makes the contact. He then corrects. Look, both sides. He's correcting. He's back turning towards that way. Zach comes up the inside. There's nothing he can do. I mean, we can go on board to Zach's point of view as well. And we can check from Zach's point of view. But again, I think we're going to see the same story. Is that Kian just didn't have enough time after the correction. Zach didn't turn into him. Zach just had nowhere more room to run. I have a flight to catch tomorrow. No worries, Alex. We'll catch you again, buddy. But yeah, from the looks of it, Kian just didn't have anywhere to go.
Just an incident on the race.
I'm willing to put it down to a racing incident. Obviously, it's unfortunate that Kian got what he got, but
then he didn't brake after being hit. Which is why it went so fast.
That wasn't an on-purpose tap. It was literally just a case of Kian didn't have enough time to recover. Well, look, and say it again. So he comes across. There's the initial there. He's recovering. Recovery stop. There's Zach. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's had barely any time to recover, even if he could have.
But
yes, he didn't see... he didn't. He's just finished recovering. You've got to add the human element into it as well. He hasn't had time to recover and then check his radar. He hasn't had time to do it. By the time that he's recovered and he's back on where he needs to be, Zach's up the inside of him, and obviously, unfortunately, where Kian has corrected to, he's forcing Zach out wide. Zach doesn't go wide. He stays on the track, which then, because of where he's positioned on Kian's car, it knocks Kian wide. I'm willing to call it a racing incident. I admit Kian came off the worst and he had it really unlucky, but I think that is all it is. It's just a series of events. Again, would it have happened if Slice would have made the contact with Kian? We don't know. Would it have happened if Zach hadn't have taken advantage of that move? I don't know. Okay, so Kian, if there's are there any more places on Fuji for us to have a look at anyway? Is there anything else? Yaski, I think something had happened for yourself. Do you know what it was with Yaski?
He left.
Okay. Right, we'll tell you what. We finished on Fuji, then let's go and do the Lake Maggiore one.
Oh.
All right, Yaski, no worries. Let's do Lake Maggiore.
I think actually Lago Maggiore and Fuji would both make...
Who had an incident here?
No, I just want to see how the funny spin with me and Kian in turn 2.
Right, so Kian in the comments isn't putting blame on Zach, he's putting it on Slice for the initial contact.
Wow, that's controversial.
I was not on softs, I think.
You were.
Right.
It was?
We know what happened there, don't we?
Yeah. I went down to 9th or something.
Right, Kian's the one that's caused this if there's no contact.
Yeah, he just spun.
First gear.
Yeah, first mistake was staying in first.
Yeah.
It was a very weird way to lose the rear, to be honest.
Yeah,
he,
that's
overread
unfortunately
first
that's Keane's doing that one. Yeah, that one was Keane's doing on that one. Was there any more from Magyar? Because that was real quick.
Can we see
yes.
my finish?
Semi?
I want to see the fight between me and Yeski. I think it was lap. I don't know which lap it was.
4 or 5, probably.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, maybe.
Yeah, Panam never said that you'd accused him, mate. I would say it was
He
just
just wanted to
those
see
were the
the
people
spins.
involved. That's all we said. Yeah, he just wanted to see the spin. What lap? Sorry.
It was maybe lap 4, lap 3.
I
lap
said it was a
4,
racing
something like that.
incident.
Yeah, and say Yaski's up ahead here. Right. Now, Semi, the only car in front of you is Yaski, so I'm guessing it might be from here.
No, it's
3, 4, 5.
No, it's thing. A fight between. Man, my English is gone. A fight for P3.
Fight for P3.
Yeah, that's on 6, 7, probably.
Yeah, then it's.
Can you remember if it was at this point or if it was further back or what?
It was lap 4 maybe. Yeah. It was lap 4. Yeah.
If it's that point, and say, right, let's have a quick look back at there. I think it was contact there. Oh.
Oh,
I know,
wow.
it went all the way back to the beginning. I know this is rough. Let's just...
There were some incidents between SS.
Okay. Yeah, there's contact from Yaski there. Yaski obviously undercorrects himself a bit. Puts himself out ahead. Semi on the inside line. Yaski wide. Semi up ahead in third. Yaski's there. Semi closes the door. There was a touch of contact there. Is this where we want to watch from now, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So,
It's just nothing really.
the total hairpin.
It was just a very, very, very nice fight with him.
Oh, I thought you'd like something had happened.
No, it was a very nice fight with him.
Ah. I'll say there was a bit of contact here.
If that's the case, can I watch Autopolis the full race?
No, I didn't save it.
Ah.
So yeah, there's contact. Yeah, contact there from Semi. It's all good. But no, I'd say I was actually on board for a lot of the race. Actually, I think. Can you check the lap 1 Tavo incident?
5. They happen on the bottom right. And lap 1.
I will say my last 2 races on here were a lot better than my league race.
Right. Okay then. Well, let's go to Tavo. Start again.
But let's actually watch the start completely, because I think...
I don't know when exactly in lap 1 something happened with Tavo, but we'll check it now.
Turn 5.
Turn 5, okay, so we're going to be there in a second.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's doing the best that he can there. Yeah, he's gone wide. He doesn't just shoot through. He comes out and has an unsafe rejoin with you. Then spins himself off into the barrier.
I hit him a little bit, but that's all.
It was an unsafe rejoin as well, though, and say it was a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Not really too much could have been done about it. And then was there anything else that we wanted to watch with Tavo? I'm guessing Kian had something to say about him.
Turn 5 is coming up now. Turn 5 is coming up.
So is that what Kian wanted to have a look at there?
Yeah.
I'd say that's Tavo. He's just going super slow.
I want to see my...
Realistically, yeah, he shouldn't be on the brakes there, and he was. So Kian had nowhere to go. He couldn't... Realistically, yeah, which side could Kian have gone either way there? Couldn't have gone left or right.
I was expecting Tavo to brake there as well.
In fact, let's have a look. Carried too much speed too. Magyar lost sector lap 1. Yeah, I'll have a look for you in a second. Yeah, so he's off the brakes. On the brakes.
Yeah, that's normal.
Power. Oh, he wasn't actually on the brakes. He was just trying to power out. But again, it's...
You shouldn't be that.
This is a difficult one to be able to actually, you know... Kian's on his line, tucks up the inside, goes wide. It's just it's bad positioning, that's all it is, by the looks of things. It's just bad positioning, which leaves Kian then stuck up against the wall.
No, it looks like racing.
Yaski wanted me to have a look at last sector Magyar lap 1.
Hey Matt, you're really extending this stream. You're desperate for this 440 subs or something.
I would really like 440 subs before we end. Yeah, it'd be wicked. But no, it's just not coming, is it? 439 it is.
Could
So,
just create
great
another
defensive
account
driving. So far, SAS all over the back bumper of Yaski. Or is that what you wanted to have a look at, Yask?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I'd say
SAS, unfortunately, I think here might be at fault, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, looking at it,
go
he's...
from that far back.
Yeah, he should have made his presence aware on the inside a lot sooner than what he did. And obviously, it ended up just costing Yaski the place. So let's go up to Yaski and have a look at inputs.
Yeah, can you go lap 2 as well? Yeah. Lap 2, turn 2, and lap 2 last lap, or last one.
So the same thing happened next lap out, was it?
And the lap 2, turn 2, sorry. Turn 2 as well.
End of lap 2? Or just lap 2, turn 2?
Lap 2, turn 2, and end of lap 2.
Ah, right, okay. Well, let's go lap 2, turn 2.
Oh.
Turn 2 has to happen there.
Yeah, so I might as well just watch it from this bit. So yeah, Yaski's struggling a bit there. That is SAS's doing. He's got the 1.5 anyway, so he knows that position is going to come back to him. Yaski there, that's where SAS should have been if he wanted to make him aware of the dive. He should have been up the inside a lot earlier.
Nothing happening in turn 2. Maybe he meant lap 2 in the...
I think he meant...
Yeah, he meant lap 2.
That's a shortcut.
Lap 2, sorry, not turn 2. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, that's fine, no worries. Right, okay. So, you got SAS behind... Yeah, we go. SAS behind with Graphic behind SAS. SAS pulling a lot of time up behind. Yeah, SAS just making contact there on the rear. It's a bit of carelessness from SAS, I think, if I'm honest.
And then, wait, Yaska keeps spot though.
Watch the last corner. Watch the last corner completely. Because I was behind.
SAS should have been on the brakes a little bit more to avoid that contact. But yeah, as you're right, he keeps position. SAS in a better place to attack now. Yaski's pushed him out twice there.
Not this.
Oh.
And after I push him off track, he complained. Like, to be fair, I will back Yaski and say that up until then, it wasn't Yaski's doing. But no, I don't think Yaski should have pushed him out. I think he should have just carried on racing. SAS, though, did make contact the 2 times, so I can understand how it would have frustrated Yaski. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it in terms of the stream then. We're just going to have to end 1 sub short of the goal tonight, fellas. I thought we could do 3 subs easy, but never mind. 16 is the record to set, or to beat, though, from last night. Be cool if it was randomly happened, wouldn't it? But no, guys, thank you.
I don't know how you managed 16 yesterday.
I don't know either, but I'm glad it happened. Kian, you and Fuji and Magyar was also hip. Were you just saying no offence? Oh, Christ, Panhard didn't have to. Okay, whatever. Right, anyway, no, thank you guys very, very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow in the car show. For more racing, though, we shall catch you next week, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button on the stream for us, as well as hit the sub button if you haven't already. Cheers, guys. And if you're not in the Discord, the link is pinned in the top of the chat. Feel free to join in and say hello to the guys in there. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to shoot off. Have a good one, guys, and we shall see you again in the next stream. Cheers, guys. Ta-da.